1, 2, 3, 4. Down to the VHS. VHS out of the VHS. It's the 18 of my big stuff, 'cause I was out of the house and doing stuff. No easy watch my blemishes, and I guess that's the way it goes. Down to the VHS. VHS out of the VHS. Got no money, smoking crack, saving up for the Betamax. Down to the VHS. VHS out of the VHS.
That just said time's up, so I think we have to go. Sorry, guys. It's been a
No,
fun episode.
no.
No?
Welcome to Obscure Tape Time, the show where we watch VHS in their entirety and invite you to suffer along with us.
From start to finish.
Yeah, we survived the new year. What have you been doing since last episode?
Don't remember.
You don't remember? I know that you've got a lovely package unless you got a story first.
Well, basically, we've been sending some friends overseas, some very close friends who are sharp in chat sometime. Creed Classic and the Power Poots. We've been sending them some bits and bobs here and there ever since we kind of met them. And they returned the favor recently in a big old box that contained all
Big
kinds
old
of snacks.
box.
I've been eating Slim Jims,
Oh, I heard.
and they're fucking good. Like,
Yeah.
I need more Slim Jims. But they also included some stuff for us.
Isn't the Slim Jims like one of the worst things for gut lining ever?
I mean, I don't even care. That's how good they are.
I know. Go on, what do we got? We got some tape sent.
Yeah, they sent us some VHS tapes.
Yay.
Beautiful NTSC tapes.
Yeah, beautiful, you say, but they've lacked some frames.
I mean, one or two.
Palace Superior, let's make
Hell yeah,
war.
that's right. That's right. And considering these NTSC tapes only run on the capture card under PAL 60 FPS. So
Yeah.
weird, but
Weird.
whatever. So the first one we have is called Getting the Most Out of Slots by Jeffrey Compton.
Compton.
Mm.
Volume 1, it's a series.
Yeah, now we need to
We
find the
only
rest
know
of them.
how to get the first bit of the most out of slots.
This one seems to have been found at like an op shop for 99 US cents.
Yeah.
So
It's about $5, right?
something like that. But yeah, these are always fun gambling ones. I know that Bound Footage Festival have done at least a couple of them, and
We'll see when you popped it in to see if you recognize the guy.
it's not the guy.
It's not that
It's
guy.
not
We
the
have
guy.
seen that his tapes are available if you want to pay ridiculous shipping for them.
Yeah, which
Meh.
no thanks. Maybe. Anyway, they decorated these little baggies that had tapes in them as well. Little pictures for us.
Yeah, it's got a bat on it. That means it's for me. Yep, reusing the same joke I said off camera.
I suppose I'll show the one I'm most excited for first.
Yeah, go on.
Because there's like, it's a religious tape,
Mm.
and there's a certain like subsect of religious tapes and like media that I just find the most fun and fascinating.
Yeah.
This one's called Icons of Evolution, Dismantling the Myths. Something about evolution denial is just the best.
Well, just Christian denial in general, or any religious denial, when they try to explain why the rest of the world is wrong, is always
Well,
interesting.
this is the ultimate version of that for me. It's just like, Well, that can't be real.
Well, we have an Australian version as well, somewhere down in the shed in the piles of religious tapes
Well,
about
this one has a
how
little extra.
the
What's
disasters
this
are going to
about?
be disastrous and stuff like that.
Oh boy, we have like a whole booklet with this one. I didn't notice.
Oh, you'll find a lot of those ones will come. I
That's,
love booklets.
hell yeah. We can learn all about how evolution is fake.
Yeah, we're gonna do a big religion month come April.
Can't fucking wait for that.
Yeah.
We also have this one. This one's got lightning on the cover, so you know that it's serious. 7 signs of Christ's return.
But on top of that, it's still in its shrink. We need to
I know, isn't that
unwrap
beautiful?
that.
Oh wait, was there a price tag on this one? Oh, there was. This one was 69 cents. Nice.
Nice.
Evolution denial for
That's a
69
nice
cents.
price.
Nice. This one, it was 99 cents. So
99
this one
cents.
was 90. We have 2 more tapes.
Two more tapes here.
Yeah, this one came in another baggie with a cool picture of a
Oh,
CRT on it.
CRT TV for OTT.
That's right. That's right. It's confusing, but it's right. I'm doing this in no real particular order. So we have How to Dance Country Line Dance, which includes Achy Breaky. This one
I like how it says
this one
America's favorite dances.
was also 99 cents. Yes, it is indeed America's favorite dancers. Prove me wrong.
I have a tractor line dancing one. I think that'd be more favorable.
Still line dancing.
It's the
Still
same
country
dancing,
line
but with
dancing.
tractors.
Just tractors are doing it instead.
So
I mean, come on.
it counts as the same, even though it's better.
This one, it appears someone did open it, but wanted to leave the shrink wrap on because it was like,
a shrinky seedy. We gotta find a name for those ones.
yeah. So basically, someone has taken the shrink wrap off of it.
Which opened it, but not taken it off.
Yeah, that's right. They've. It's called the Wall Street Workshop Primer, preparing
This
for the
is-
Wall Street Workshop.
this is-
So basically, this is like one of the. We've watched a few of these kind of seminars before, where it's like,
this
hey-
tape is the least of your favorite tapes to watch.
yeah. To be fair, I hate these.
They
The rest of them,
are
fun.
dreary.
This one, yeah, these ones are just. The problem with them is there's no substance to them whatsoever. Is they're purposely vague in an attempt to get you to buy what is probably going to end up being a very vague seminar
Yep.
set for like
You don't
hundreds of
need
dollars.
money to make money. Just sell your parents.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Mm.
If evolution is fake, then Bob must be real. That's the theory. That's the theory. Although he died, right? He got assassinated,
yeah.
and it was really sad.
It was by his own church because they don't like gods,
Man,
if I remember correctly.
that shit is so funny.
Oh,
So glad I got to see Devo.
oh.
I'll never forget that. Anyway, what's on the cards today? Unless you've got something you want to talk about.
Yeah, I was going to segue.
Oh, yeah, okay, go.
My car's been sitting out the front of your house since last episode, last year.
That's right. It's been there for like a whole year now.
Finally got it towed. It's still not fixed, but it's not in front of your house anymore. I got the V8 Commodore sitting out the front today. But yeah, yesterday I came over and said, "Hey, I'm gonna make some noise." Made some noise. Got the car towed. Sitting around waiting for people in the blistering hot sun because it's Australian summer. You know what happened when I got home? My
rained.
wife said, "Hey, you want to go to the beach?" So I went down to the beach and we had a little swim in the kiddie pool.
Yeah.
Because it's Australian summer. That's what we're segueing to. Talking about swimming, our first video today is easy. Oh wow, the light. Easy set pool instructional video. We're
Yeah,
gonna
I don't know
go
what's with
watch
that.
10 minutes, and we're gonna learn how to set up an easy set pool. You ready for this?
I am as ready as I'll ever be.
Bad exactly was the storm.
Oh no!
Oh, you've already got another tape in.
Just a scarecrow and sons.
What season is it? It is summer, but it is raining outside. That's
Yeah,
weird.
it's meant to be summer. We've had like 2 hot days this summer thus far.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So I'm
Uh-oh.
what? Did I touch something?
Nope.
Are we still live?
Nope.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
What's happening?
I don't... Oh, we're back.
Are we back live then?
Apparently, we're back. To be fair, the weather has been really shitty today.
It's been shitty this
But
summer.
yes, that's kind of what we were talking about before we cut out there.
Yeah, I'm trying to manifest summer because usually it gets summer December for Christmas. It gets hot, but it's still raining mid-January. It's nearly my birthday. Usually we go and melt on my birthday in 40-something degrees Celsius.
Sounds terrible though. I'd rather it raining.
I know, I get it, but it's just weird. I would like a little bit of warm weather so I can go out and have some swims. But I did go for a swim. But anyway, here's how to set up our pool. 10 minutes.
But yes, it is indeed. Yeah, manifest D's nuts. I agree with that.
All right, let's press play on this first tape.
Was it taped over?
No.
Okay. And that's my guess.
Thanks for
Oh, no.
buying an
We're
Intex
watching
product,
exactly what we're
and
watching.
congratulations on owning the new, innovative Easy Set pool, which is so easy to set
What's
up.
happening, Ape?
You can be
Sentai
filling
Ditto,
it
by
with
the way.
water within
Welcome,
a few
welcome.
minutes after this video ends. But to take the best care of the pool, continue watching as Mom, Dad, and the kids show us just how easy it is to set up.
You mean the kids can do it?
The
Yeah,
key
the
to
kids
setting
will
up
do it.
any above-ground pool is finding a very level surface which will put the
Big
pool
stuff,
side
so I've got to
at
do it
least
earlier.
splash distance from your house. Envision the traffic patterns around the pool and see
Yeah,
where the
we've had,
filter
like, a
pump
couple
can
of
go without
hot
people
days.
tripping over the 25-foot electric cord.
But even like
Some
last
communities may
summer, we
require
barely got
fenced
any
enclosures.
hot days.
Check with your city for local requirements.
So we're kind of at a point where
I think we
We're
grew up in a
Clear
drought
the
I
year
mean,
area
and
we
thought
thoroughly
that
did.
was
to
normal.
make sure the
We
pool
did,
floor
to
will
be
not
fair.
be punctured by a small object
pretty much
after
through the
pool is
entirety
in
of the
use.
90s and
The 15-foot
early
Easy
to
Set
mid
pool
aughts.
includes a ground cloth.
But then again, we
Although
had
the
some
ground
pretty
cloth
hot
is not
days in the
necessary for
2010s
the
as well.
12-foot size.
Like that
It can
consistently you'd
provide
see
additional puncture protection.
at least a handful of 40s. And
I like the steel drum soundtrack.
I'm enjoying it too. Your dog has punctured
Unroll
you.
the pool, making
Nice.
sure it is right side up.
Yes, it has been
It's
more wet
important
than it
to
has
make
been
sure
hot
that
this
the
summer.
filter pump
And
holes
last summer,
are facing
it's
the
the
area
same.
where you want the
Did we get
pump.
any 40-degree days last summer? I don't think we did we?
One or two. But
Inflate
Really?
the top
Sure.
ring until
Like
it is
late
firm.
30s maybe, but I don't think we got any
The pump
40s.
Mom is
Maybe.
using is the Intex Double Quick pump, which inflates
Pump
on
it.
both the up and
Pump it
down
good.
strokes. But the ring is
Down
quickly
strokes.
inflated by most pumps. Inflate the top ring until it is firm. Close the air valve securely. Check to be sure that the filter cartridge is in place, and carefully replace the filter
Makes me want
cover,
to play Mario Sunshine.
seal, and top cover.
just squirt everything with water.
Yeah, that's it.
It should be hand tightened only.
Hand tight only.
Remove both top hat wall plugs.
Everyone's hands
and
are
insert
different
strainers in their
tightnesses, though.
place. Attach a hose to the bottom pump connection and the
Ooh.
bottom hose connection on the
Oh,
pool.
now we're getting somewhere.
Well, I
It's
suppose
getting
we
sexy now.
quizzes.
Now attach the second hose to the top pump
Yeah, hand
connection
tight.
and the top hose
Oh,
connection. on
hand
the pool.
tight.
Secure all hose clamps using a thin coin.
Hoses and hentai.
Before starting to fill the pool with water, check to make sure that the drain plug is tightly closed and that the cap is screwed on snugly on the outside of the pool.
Guarantee these things cost a lot of fucking money and are not worth it.
Put about 1 inch of water
What
in the
size
pool.
that thing?
And again, carefully smooth out the wrinkles in the bottom, taking care to push the sides out as shown.
It seems like a lot
The
of fucking
perimeter
work.
of the pool bottom
but it's
should
easy enough
also
for
be
kids to do, so
outside
just
the
get your kids
inflated
to do
ring's
it.
perimeter.
True.
It's okay.
Well,
if
look
the
at the
kids want to
hours.
get in.
God!
And in fact,
5:30
they can play while the pool
hours.
fills.
I
They'll
love
get a
playing
kick out
while
of
the
watching the
pool
top
fills.
ring rise as they play. Fill your pool only
Yeah,
to
for
the
5
bottom of the
fucking
inflated
hours.
top ring.
Jesus.
A ladder.
If you have a 12-foot
Whoa, look
diameter
at it.
pool, the filter pump should be operated approximately 3 to 4 hours per day. The 15-foot pool requires approximately 5 to 6 hours daily, and the
Is it,
18-foot pool
240 volt or
approximately
is it
7
solar?
to 8 hours daily. The
Runs
pump
on
filters
A3
small
batteries.
particles out of the pool at
What's an
about
A3?
600 gallons of water per hour with a gentle flow.
Is that a watch battery?
Triple A.
The filter
AAA.
cartridge will continue to clean
Oh.
effectively for about 2 weeks.
You mean triple R?
At that time, check to see if it needs to be replaced.
That's how it's meant to be pronounced, isn't
If
it?
your cartridge is dirty or brown in color,
Oh, look how
try
brown and dirty that
spraying
is.
it clean with water, or it may need to be replaced.
Oh, it's had too much water through it.
First,
Clean it up with water.
Unplug the electric
Yeah.
cord. Then,
What's
check
that?
by removing the filter top with a
that a
counterclockwise
froggy?
rotation, taking the top,
A rubber
seal,
ducky.
A rubber
and filter
ducky.
cover off, and lifting the cartridge out.
Quack, 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 quack. Quack, quack, quack,
Insert a
quack.
replacement cartridge and replace the filter top. Hand tighten only.
It's a singing quacky duck.
Your pool may have come with a
That's-
pool cover.
this is
that should
almost
be
as good
used
as our
when the pool
outro.
is not in use.
Oh my.
I
To
wish the
keep
guy
pool
wasn't
as
talking
clean as
over it.
possible.
I
Wah,
know.
wah, 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 wah.
When you want to drain the pool, use the drain
This has
plug
to be
adapter
some
provided.
like in some library
First,
somewhere.
attach
I
Like,
think we'll find the
garden hose
music
to the
and
adapter.
without the guy.
I
And put
wish.
the other end of the hose in
Maybe-
a drain or gutter.
I have a
Remove the
thought I
pool
need
drain
to
cap
go back
and
to
push
later.
the adapter prongs into the drain plug. The prongs will open the drain plug and water will start to drain through the hose. Screw the adapter collar onto the valve to hold it into place.
Hand tight.
And
Most
tie.
15-foot Easy Set pool sets are equipped with a ladder for easy pool entry and exit. Assembly is quick and easy by
Shut
following
up,
the
dude.
sequence of steps in the manual.
Quack, 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 quack,
Attach the
quack,
steps,
quack,
top braces, and both
It also
U-shaped
sounds
top
kind of
rails
MIDI.
to one
So
side
this is
first.
the best
Then
of every
assemble
world.
the other steps to make the other side of the ladder and slide it into top braces and top rails. Use a screwdriver to tighten all screws.
This is the best song I've ever heard.
Hey, Napastriov is here.
When it's time to put the pool away for the season,
We're learning how to
dry
set
it
up a pool.
thoroughly and store it in an area protected from the
I'm
elements.
distracted by the banger in the
The filter
background.
pump should also be dried thoroughly and stored according to the procedure in your owner's manual. To maintain a sparkling pool, check the yellow pages for stores where you can buy the
Ah.
appropriate pool
Yellow
chemicals.
pages.
Many retailers also carry filter cartridges and other Intex accessories.
Wow.
You can also check out the Intex
That's the new
Consumer
metal
Service
bit.
menu on our website, or call us at 1-800-23-INTEX, Monday through Friday between 8:30 a.m. and 5 p.m. Pacific
Oh,
time.
sax.
Jeez,
The
where'd that
bright,
come from?
colorful pool toys used in this video are also available from your retailer and can make your pool a swim center for the whole family. Look for the Wet Set brand from Intex, the world leader in inflatables for pool users of all ages.
You ever had a wet set pool, anybody?
And keep in
not.
mind that while water play is fun, water can also be dangerous.
Keep in mind, while
Take
water
the
play
time
is
to read
fun,
all the warnings
water
and
can
instructions
also
in
be
your owner's
dangerous.
manual and on
I
the
can't
product.
even concentrate
Wah,
on
wah,
this
wah,
thing.
wah.
Follow good safety discipline and always supervise children. Have fun and enjoy your Easy Set pool.
I don't know why I'm so amused by this.
Yeah? That's okay.
This is the best song.
Alrighty. That's how to set up the pool.
That goes in the Hall of Fame right there.
It does?
That's an immediate Hall of Fame.
Well, the problem is, we learned how to set up our pool, but it was all in English, so we understand it. How is Napastriov gonna understand how to set up a pool?
Oh, fuck yes. Fuck yes. Let's go again.
Merci d'avoir acheté un produit Intex et félicitations à l'heureux propriétaire de la toute nouvelle piscine Easy
Is
Set
this
Pool.
French
dont
or is this
l'installation est si
Canadian?
facile que vous
You'll
pourrez
have to
commencer
ask
de la
the
remplir
expert.
quelques minutes seulement après avoir visionné cette vidéo. Mais pour prendre le meilleur soin possible de votre piscine, regardez-nous vous démontrer la grande simplicité de cette installation.
This.
La clé du succès pour l'installation
Holy
de
shit,
votre
yes!
piscine hors sol est de trouver une surface très plane
We
et une
going through
distance
it
suffisante de la
later.
maison
Later.
pour éviter les éclaboussures. Prévoyez les déplacements autour de la piscine et placez le filtre épurateur de façon à éviter que les gens ne trébuchent sur le cordon électrique.
Bugger.
La législation française
It's pour
impose une
Canadians.
distance d'au moins 3,50 m entre le filtre et la piscine. Nettoyer
It's
avec
so
soin
easy,
la
kids
surface
can do.
choisie pour éviter qu'un petit objet ne perfore le fond de la
Back to the
piscine
good
lorsque
version, the
celle-ci
good
sera
part of the song.
utilisée.
I like the steel
Certaines de
drums.
nos piscines
I mean,
sont livrées
come
avec
on.
un
It's
tapis
like
de
they
sol.
have the same
Bien
song,
que celui-ci ne soit pas
3 or 4 different
indispensable,
times, but
en
with a different
particulier pour les
instrument
modèles
playing
de
that
366,
main riff.
Added a
nous en
new layer
recommandons
every
l'utilisation
Just change the
afin de protéger le fond de
instrument
votre bassin.
setting, sit and export it. Wow, 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 wow.
Dépliez avec soin la piscine en vous assurant que la partie supérieure soit bien au-dessus.
Yeah, that's right.
Placez bien les valves de
Yeah,
filtration
whose lawn
en
is that
face
for?
du filtre épurateur.
And empty too.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I've got
Gonflez
a
le boudin
frog
supérieur
pond in the
jusqu'à
back
ce
of
qu'il
my
soit
house.
bien ferme.
It's true. You
Le
kind of
gonfleur
lucked out in
utilisé dans
that
ce
sense.
film
But I can
est
swim
le
in that.
Double Quick Pump d'Intex,
You
qui
could probably
gonfle dans
clean
les
that
mouvements
enough to where it
ascendants
would
et descendants de
genuinely
la
be
pompe,
safe.
mais le boudin
Yeah.
peut être gonflé rapidement
to clean
avec
out all the
n'importe quelle
frogs
pompe.
first.
Yeah.
Gonflez le boudin supérieur jusqu'à ce qu'il soit bien
Then you won't have
ferme.
any frogs.
Fermez la
Mm.
valve de gonflage.
And if I don't have any
Assurez-vous
frogs,
que la
then I
cartouche
won't have
filtrante
any
soit bien en
ibis
place et
visiting.
replacez avec soin la tête de filtre, la bague anti-fuite et le couvercle supérieur.
Oh yeah, you missed out the English hand pump.
Serrez
You can see it in
manuellement
French now.
sans
You showed up
outil.
just in time for your own language. Well,
I was
Enlevez
gonna
les
save
valves
it.
valves
I was gonna
sur la
save it,
paroi et remplacez-les par les crépines. Branchez un tuyau de la valve inférieure de la piscine au connecteur inférieur du filtre.
Ew, skin.
Branchez l'autre tuyau du connecteur supérieur du filtre à la valve supérieure de la piscine. Fixez les colliers de serrage à l'aide d'une pièce de monnaie.
can I get Chinese subtitles?
Avant de commencer le remplissage de la piscine, vérifiez que la bande de vidange soit fermée de façon
It's worth
étanche
asking.
et que son capuchon soit hermétiquement vissé à l'extérieur de la piscine.
Maybe if we had one of those tally
Remplissez tout d'abord la
TVs, we could
piscine
convert
sur
it.
une hauteur d'environ 2
I
cm,
used to have a
puis faites
text
disparaître les
speech. I
plis
could
du
probably
pont en
like,
repoussant la paroi vers
apply it to
l'extérieur,
this
comme
instead
nous
of
vous le
us.
montrons.
But then I'd have
Le
to
périmètre du
apply
fond de la
to this
piscine doit
instead of
être
us.
plus grand que celui du boudin gonflé.
Bought one with a filter last year, but setting up. Yeah, I bet setting it up. It just. They make it look super easy on this, but you
Les
just
enfants
know that
peuvent
it's
alors entrer dans la
going to take
piscine.
for ages and
Ils peuvent
not
même
even
s'amuser
be that
pendant que
worth
la
it.
piscine se
Also, if you
remplit.
do the skimming instead of the filter
Le
thing,
niveau
that
d'eau
means
ne
you
doit
can
pas
get to
dépasser
collect
l'extrémité
bugs for your
inférieure du
bug
boudin
coach.
gonflé.
True.
Get all the dead
Around
bugs
here,
out of it.
so
and
many
just stick-
mosquitoes.
Le
Stick
filtre
'em all in your
épurateur
little
doit tourner
scan
environ
book.
3 à 4 heures par jour. Pour une piscine de 4,57 m, 5 à 6 heures sont nécessaires et il faut compter 7 à 8 heures pour le modèle de 5,49 m.
Definitely just pay someone else to do it. Shit.
Le filtre épurateur
Mm.
traite l'eau à une allure
And but
modérée
like
de
as we said
2200
before,
litres
we
par
haven't
heure.
even had that enough of a summer to justify it. It's buying a pool.
That's why, I mean, we're
La
lucky we
cartouche
live by
filtrante
the
sera
coast. If you
efficace
really
pendant
wanted to
environ
get in the
2
water,
semaines.
like
True.
I did last night, just went down to the
Vérifiez
beach
alors si
near
elle doit être
875
remplacée.
house and swim in the kiddie pool.
Si la
Very
With
cartouche
all the
est sale
kiddies
ou
that
d'apparence brune,
decided to
essayez
come
de la
real
laver
close
à
to
l'eau.
us and then bomb us
Il peut
just to
être
get us wet.
nécessaire
And we're like,
de
we're
la
not
remplacer.
kids, go away.
That's what you get for being in the kiddie
Débranchez
pool.
d'abord le
Yeah,
cordon
I
You're in the
électrique,
kiddie pool. You
Oh.
must be a kid.
puis
Well, I'm
vérifiez
definitely
la
not worried
cartouche
about
en
it.
enlevant la
But I
tête
was
de
just
filtre, en tournant dans le sens
interested that they
contraire
kind
des
of
aiguilles d'une montre.
got too
Puis
close.
enlevez la tête, la
They
bague
have to.
anti-fuite
Don't
et le
splash.
couvercle
They want
supérieur
the
de la
whole
cartouche.
They can have it.
Insérez une cartouche de rechange et
But
replacez
there's a
la tête
couple
de
of
filtre.
creepy goths sitting in it too.
Good. Scaring all the kids.
Serrez manuellement, sans
The
outil.
FBI? What, I'm not allowed to go swimming in the kiddie pool?
Votre piscine possède peut-être une bâche de protection.
You soak your
Utilisez-la
clothes
le
pegs.
plus
That's
souvent
more weird
possible
than the
de
spiders,
façon
man.
à protéger votre eau.
I don't soak mine. They just kind of
Lorsque
sit
vous voulez
there.
vider la piscine, utilisez l'embout de bande de vidange
What do you
fourni.
use clothes pegs for?
Attachez d'abord votre tuyau d'arrosage
Yeah,
à l'embout
clothes.
et placez l'autre extrémité dans une gouttière ou un caniveau.
What else?
Enlevez la bande de vidange de la piscine et poussez les broches de
Is that
l'adaptateur
way of
dans le
saying you
bouchon
use
de
a
vidange.
dryer?
Yeah, yeah.
Les broches
Terrible.
ouvriront
Shrinks
alors
my
le
clothes
bouchon
too
et
much.
l'eau s'écoulera par le tuyau.
If I lost weight, it wouldn't
Vissez
be a
le collier de
problem.
l'adaptateur sur la valve
I have
pour
to
la
lose so
maintenir en
much weight.
place.
But then you'd have to constantly be losing weight because your
La
clothes
plupart
would
des
constantly
ensembles de
shrink.
piscine
Yeah.
Easy 7 Pool de
So eventually,
4,57
you're
m
nothing
sont
left.
munis d'une échelle
Fair, I
afin
could
d'en
just buy new
faciliter
clothes
l'accès.
at that point.
Le
but-
montage de cette échelle est rapide et
Maybe
facile.
you should just
Si vous
let
suivez
the
bien les
spiders
instructions
live
décrites
and
dans
they
le
wouldn't
manuel.
get narky and try to
Commencez
bite.
par fixer les marches, les ancrages et les montants supérieurs en
Live and let live
sur
and
un
all
des
that.
côtés, puis
You bothered
assemblez
them.
les autres
Or
marches
if you
pour
get
former
wooden
l'autre côté
pegs,
de
you can leave
l'échelle.
them out on
et
the line and
glissez-les
they
dans
won't
les
turn to
ancrages et
crumble
dans les
dust
montants
like plastic
supérieurs.
ones. then you don't actually have to like.
Utilisez
And
un
out of the
tournevis
spider
pour
bucket.
serrer toutes les vis. Lorsqu'il est temps de remiser la piscine pour l'hiver, séchez-la complètement et stockez-la dans un endroit à l'abri des intempéries. Le filtre épurateur doit être parfaitement sec et remisé en suivant les instructions du manuel. Pour maintenir la propreté de l'eau, consultez votre revendeur local de produits pour piscine.
Slow motion.
La plupart vendent aussi les cartouches de rechange pour le filtre, ainsi que d'autres accessoires Intex. La gamme Wetset d'Intex est la première marque au monde de produits gonflables pour piscine. Les jouets
That's
pour
okay, neither
piscine
can we.
utilisés dans ce film sont aussi disponibles chez votre revendeur local et peuvent transformer votre
Exactly.
piscine en un centre
Yeah,
Everyone's
gee.
hand
aquatique
strength
pour
is
toute la
different.
famille.
What if we got like?
Yeah, the
Profitez
wah wah
au
wah
lieu de
sound
votre
is the best.
piscine. N'oubliez jamais que l'eau
Sounds
constitue
like
un danger
froggies.
permanent.
No duckies.
Prenez le temps de lire toutes les instructions contenues dans votre guide d'utilisation ainsi que sur le produit lui-même. Prenez toutes les mesures de sécurité nécessaires et ne laissez jamais les enfants sans surveillance.
Just had to say duck to
Nous
make
vous
you laugh
souhaitons
at
de
it again,
nombreuses
so you
heures de
can
plaisir
re-envision
grâce à
the
votre
duck singing
piscine
into the
Easy Set.
microphone in the folly
No,
room.
wait, you know that video of the guy? I think he's got it's either ducks or like pigs or something, and it's that one of those things that when you squeeze it goes wah wah, and he's got like tubes and he's going whoa 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 into the tubes. Have you seen that?
No.
It's the best.
Well, this video has 3 more languages on it that we can watch the exact same video and the cool music. But we'll get back to that if we feel like it after we watch the next video. Alright, what else we doing in summer except for going to the pool? People were having barbecues.
I had one
Barbecues is
yesterday.
an Australian thing. You did?
You did
Nice.
good.
What'd you have on the barbecue?
just some sausages and burgers and shit.
Well, this will teach you how to make all sorts of different things on the humble Australian barbecue. How's that sound?
Okay.
They even have a fruit section at
I'm
the
into
end.
it. Oh, we
Like,
can
for the
put
people
some
who don't,
fruit on the barbecue. I like it. Okay.
yeah, they don't show.
Or is it more of a if you only eat fruit, then you miss out section?
No, look, you can see the whole freaking pineapple sitting on in the picture.
Oh yeah,
I
it's
love
pineapple. Yeah, easy.
it. Look at that delicious barbecued pineapple there.
Yeah, we did HelloFresh for a little while.
Yep.
And they sent us like the complete wrong ingredients
Nice. That's what.
for our last one, and we ended up with a tin of pineapple. And now you've just reminded me that that's there. And next time I do a barbecue, I have to put that on.
Yeah, but do all your meat in pineapple juice. It's good.
Hell yeah!
It helps. It's acidic, so it helps break down the tendons, make it softer. Play. Learning about barbecues, and how to handle our meat.
Whoa. Okay.
A world of new taste treats and expanded cooking horizons. Great Taste Australia with Margaret McDonough is the first ever Barbecues
Margie!
Galore covered cooking program. Many techniques
And
and
because we're
methods
watching
developed
two
over
times
years
closer,
of teaching
Carly.
barbecue
I need
cooking
2
will be demonstrated.
Drawers of garlic, please.
Hello, Margaret.
Hello, Tony.
You got to
We'd
do
like
the
to
thing where
welcome you
roast
all
the
to this
whole bowl
special
after you
Barbecues
cut the
Galore
top off and you
video,
squeeze it
Great
out and
Taste
get
Australia.
that- what's that thing that you
Now I'm going
don't
to take
like
this
when
fine
you
selection
see
of food
balls?
and turn it
Yeah, you
into
get
some
that.
gourmet
You need that
dishes.
for it to
Of
taste
course,
good.
with the help from a huge range of covered
There
cookers
is a
available
tiny
at Barbecues
lime
Galore.
song.
Now let's have a
They're
preview
not.
of
They're
the
not
program.
quite.
Coming up
They're
on
not quite
Great
that
Taste
bad yet,
Australia,
thankfully. You get
assembling
a
your
whole,
barbecue, preparing
they
and
just send the
cooking
whole thing
terrific
garlic.
gourmet meals,
Seems like
including the
cooking-
perfect steak.
watching cooking stuff
Cleaning
when you get
know-how,
hungry,
plus
so I
heaps
decided
of
to
handy
make
hints
breakfast
to
this
get the
morning and
most out of
bring
your
Hell
barbecue.
yeah, breakfast.
I brought you a burrito.
And we've
you
got some
happy?
wonderful
fuck
tips for
yeah.
you
It's
to
not a
share
burrito.
today.
It's
We'll be cooking
just a
everything
meatball
from
sub.
entrees to
I'm into
desserts,
meatball subs.
from steaks
Yeah.
to roasts, from sang choy bao to
We
upside
rarely
down
eat on this
cakes.
program,
And using just one cooking tool. And here it is.
and
The
after
barbecue.
this, I feel like I'm going to be
Today,
asking
Margaret will
why
be
not.
using this 5-burner
If I can't cook
turbo-covered
every
cooker
morning, I'll get
that
tired.
combines the best features of every kind of barbecue.
Yeah, I understand that.
It's got a grill
Oh,
for flavoursome cooking, a hot plate for cooking eggs, onions or
It's
pancakes,
a good amount of onion in
a
that.
wok attachment for stir-frying meats and vegetables. But the most important feature is the hood, which closes down over the food while it's cooking, sealing in the
I do
flavour
like
and the
my
moisture.
onion.
reducing your cooking time and
You know,
fuel
it is
usage,
very much a burrito.
and
I
therefore
would
saving you
definitely call
lots
this
of
a
money
burrito.
while making
It's a
your
burrito, but
barbecued
it's got
food
Not a
meatballs and
traditional.
Big Mac
delicious.
sauce
It's not
in
a.
it.
It's
And
not
now
a
with what's on today's
traditional
menu,
burrito, but
here's Margaret.
It's a Big Mac in a
We're going to
burrito.
exceed your expectations when it comes
gourmet
to covered
Gourmet
cooking
big
on
trashy
barbecue.
gourmet.
Trashy
And with
gourmet.
the start of an
Made gourmet
entree
by
or an
making it taste
appetizer,
trashy.
sanctuary bao done in a stir-fry wok.
It's a thing.
Also popcorn done in a cast iron cook pot. And also 3 complete main course menus. A leg of lamb featuring an upside down cake and also a bread. The bread has been flavored with a little bit of garlic and some chives.
Yeah, the recipes
Stuffed
were generally
vegetables,
pretty good.
quite an array of different
Sometimes they'd
assortments of vegetables, and I'll be
be just
showing you the many
completely
ways we can do it on the
average
barbecue. Along
It's
beside
plain.
that, we have the turkey, and through the program, I'll be showing you how to
Big
stuff a
old turkey.
turkey so that it doesn't dry out.
Let's
A
just
fruit
leave it out
cake
in the
that's cooked
sun.
along beside it,
They will
and
not
also
eat any of
fish,
this, will
a
they?
selection
Oh,
of
this is
different
all for
seafoods.
display.
I hope you'll stay with me.
I hope you'll stay with
But
me.
before you can cook on it,
I
you
hope
may
you'll
have
stay
to
with
put it
me.
together. Assembling your new barbecue is quite easy, as long as you follow the instructions.
And I don't have to.
Everything's supplied, even the
Oh
spanner.
no, I just want to cook some food. Why are we putting things together with nuts and bolts again?
So you can build a pool before you eat.
While your pool is filling, you can go build the barbecue so you can have some fucking dinner.
See, there's wheels on it, so that what you can do is cook while you skateboard.
Here we're assembling a 3-burner model, but they're all just as simple. Gas is totally safe as long as it's properly connected. First, connect the hose
Why do
to
you
the
think
barbecue
skateboarders are all
and
so
hand
skinny?
tighten.
'Cause they're
Then,
cooking food
connect
and
the other end
eating
to the
healthy
bottle with a safety
while they
hand
board.
wheel regulator.
It's genius.
Genius.
To
They
check
figured
for
it out.
leaks, turn the gas on at the cylinder while the burners remain off and apply some soapy water to the connection. These
Always a
bubbles
place
indicate a
with
leak,
water.
so turn the gas off and tighten with a spanner, then recheck.
She'll be right.
No bubbles? It's safe. And don't forget to line the drip tray with fat soak to absorb dripping juices, prevent
what
fat
fat soak
fires,
is?
and eliminate
Kitty litter.
baked on grime.
Oh, right.
To light it, turn the first gas knob to high and press the button. If it doesn't light immediately, turn off the gas knob, wait a short time, and repeat.
You're always the expert. at
Before
cold
using the
building.
barbecue, the cast iron must be
Only
seasoned or
free
cured.
food, though.
First, wash the cooking surfaces and allow to dry. Then, coat with a
If it's
little
already cooked,
vegetable
you
oil
better believe that trolley is not getting built.
and light all the burners
Need a
until the
drinks
oil is
trolley.
absorbed into the surface. Turn the burners off and wipe clean with a rag. Cast iron is the ultimate surface for your
That was a
barbecue.
very good breakfast.
It has high heat
No.
retention
No,
and
you gotta go
non-stick
cook lots
qualities
and lots of
for
food.
perfect barbecuing.
Because I don't.
The cookware gives
Big
great
servings
results
anymore.
with a
No, that's
variety
fine.
of
That's
different
pretty good
foods,
for me.
even popcorn.
Popcorn
And
on
be
the
sure to
barbecue.
keep the cast iron well oiled after cleaning. This leaves a film which prevents moisture from giving your
I hope she
barbecue that
uses a
rusty
Dutch
look.
oven. I just want to hear her
And
say
here we
Dutch
have
oven.
your complete dinner menu. A leg of lamb, sausages, some stuffed
Yeah, exactly.
vegetables, and
Right
also
where
a
we had
bread or a
the
damper if
pool
you'd like to
experience,
call
there
it
were
that.
people having
And
barbecues
over
for
here,
free.
an upside down cake, which will make a
It doesn't
delicious
cost anything
dessert.
to use the
Hi,
barbecues.
Mark, what's cooking?
Hi, Tony, a leg of lamb.
That looks delicious.
It certainly does, and it will with the covered barbecue, of course. We've used several types of
time
marinades
there's
on
an
this one.
election,
But
Yeah. I'm
tempted
firstly,
to go
how do you
down
tell
to
when a piece of meat
the
is
shopping
tender?
centre,
Well, if it gives me a bit
Get
of
on
a
one of the
cuddle, I know
barbecues
it's
and
bound to be
just-
pretty tender.
cook a shitload of
always like
sausages
that.
because there's never a
Is
sausage
that right?
anymore.
Well, generally you find if you just press a
since
little piece of
the
the connective
pandemic.
tissue that's
They-
on meat,
and
which is
I
your
know
fat
that if I
that's
was
running
like,
through
"Hey,
the
everybody,
red
I'm
source of meat.
doing a
Just press
barbecue.
it with your fingers. See how
Everyone
tender
is
that feels?
welcome," then I'd get in
Certainly
trouble.
squelchy.
But
It's,
if I just said,
Gee, Mark, thanks for that.
Well, if it feels firm to the touch, it's generally a tough piece of meat or a mature cut. It
They're
needs long,
rolling
slow cooking and
gristle
quite difficult to
between
use
their
for
fingers to see
barbecuing unless you
how
marinate it.
good it is.
We use several
Right, fair
different ingredients for
Can't do that
marinating,
at the
such
shops,
as an
though,
oil
can you?
to lubricate the meat,
No.
stop it drying out, seasonings
but I
such
guess
as
the
garlic
point
and
is more
ginger
like,
and
hey,
some
look,
shallots or
we've
mustard.
found this,
And
we've
of
got
course
this
an
meat.
acid.
Now let's see
Acid's
what
the
we
most
can
important
Acid on meat.
ingredient.
to do with it.
Acid on
Like your
meat.
lemon juice
Oh,
and
right,
your
citric,
wines.
light acid.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
When I
You get
buy
in
a
trouble.
I've
steak,
used
I wanna
something
make it
different.
thick.
I've used something that'll actually convert The
Yes, but if
muscle
it's going to be really
fibers,
like tough and
they
gross,
actually break
you'll
them down
probably
and
just do something
tenderize
else
it,
with
but
it, right?
converts the connective tissue to gelatin.
Yeah,
That
like
drops
you'll
down
get
onto
in
the
trouble
volcanic
if
rock
you
and
do a
vaporizes
barbecue.
and
It's like,
flavors to
everyone's
make
welcome,
an
but if you
absolutely
like
delicious
were
flavor.
to say, hey guys,
Sounds
just let you
delicious.
know
What
that
do
I'm
we do
doing a
with
barbecue,
this here?
I'd
Is that
appreciate
mango?
it if
That is mango. So a combination
people
of
who
either
don't know me
mango,
would stay away.
pawpaw,
Hi, my name's Pete,
pineapple,
by the
any
way.
tropical fruit. You'll find an unbelievable
Okay.
result.
You
because
reckon
it
that you'd get in
actually
trouble for that?
tenderises,
And then flavorizes.
but breaks it all down. This,
Damn
if you looked
government
at this under a
taking away my
microscope after
freedom
it's been
sausage.
tenderized, it
Get
just
your
falls
food
apart.
vendors.
I tend to eat mine after I've tenderized
wow.
it. And
Wouldn't take long.
gave the
That'll be
microscope
Pretty much
a
there
now.
anyway.
Be
with the
mouth watering.
fryer
You
later.
wait till you try it.
Yeah, I'm actually becoming a cook at work.
Yeah,
The
that's
first
okay,
step in
food
using your
vendors, then
covered
you'll be able to do
barbecue
it
is to
anyway.
preheat the barbecue with
then
all
I have to
burners
do my
onto
ideas.
high. All burners
Well,
registering a high
if I
temperature.
wouldn't get in trouble, I would do
this
it
one,
without
of course,
getting
is
my food
registering
handlers.
low at present because I'm going to take
Unless
advantage
it's
of the
free,
wok
then I could
insert
probably
a
do
little
it.
bit later
I
on.
know, right? She didn't wash her hands.
On the heat indicator, you'll notice it is registering now a temperature of 500.
Well, to be fair, if
this is not a
she's the one
measurement
eating
of
it all,
Celsius nor
who cares?
Fahrenheit, just a heat indication. Once it's got to
Right.
that temperature, it's time to get the meat ready.
If that's
And
how
over
she
here we
chooses
have
to
our
live
leg
her
of
life.
lamb that has been
I don't think that's
marinating
her dinner.
overnight. Secure it to a
Could be.
roasting rack. These racks are available at barbecue
Have you seen what they do at restaurants when they have like a
You can decide on which
celebrity
one you'd
chef
like
come
to
in or
use.
something where
Just
they cook the
using
full
prongs,
portion and they
squeeze
only
them
eat
tightly
like a
together
mouthful
if
of
it's
it?
a chicken you're using, and if it's a leg of lamb, it's nice and easy.
Maybe she just does that
Just
for
press
herself
it
every night.
straight into the meat.
Leftovers
Turn
in
the
the bin.
meat upright.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law does that. His family are
Push
rich
it
and they
through,
do leftovers in
and
the bin,
there's
and
how
I
it
just
looks
watch
right
what goes
now.
in.
And you
I'm
can
like,
imagine it. Once I put that into the barbecue,
That's
the
my,
juices
like,
will
month's
start
worth
dripping
of
down onto the
food.
hot coals. Excuse me just a
the
moment while I
freezer
wash my
bags out.
hands. Right, and over to the barbecue we go. Right, placing it into position, and I'm going to take advantage of the left-hand side of the barbecue, leaving me quite a great deal of room now to fill it with all those nice ideas of desserts and breads, and a nice array of stuffed vegetables on top. This is our warming
It's
rack,
not
which is
just
neatly
too much effort.
fitting into position, giving me that extra shelf in the barbecue. Once I
just me,
position the
or is this
roast,
just
look down to where the
in
actual
the fucking
burner is
oven
and
or
turn it
like-
off.
I find that
This
with most
way,
cooking
we're
videos.
taking
That's why I
advantage
enjoy
of
watching
covered
them.
or a
cooking
proper
using
rotisserie?
indirect heat.
Like,
Indirect
these days
heat
they tell
means
you how to
that
make
as the
things that
juices
are,
drop
like,
down,
kinda
it
quick and
won't
easy, but
ignite, but
these
they'll
old
be instantly
VHS,
vaporized
everything
on
was
the
like,
hot
yeah, I'm not
rocks,
doing any of
coming
that.
up and
it
circulating the
is
food.
so over the
Both
top.
sides of the food cook
I don't see it,
simultaneously,
Larry.
so
Yes,
there's no
she's
need
right.
to turn
Ditto's
the
right.
food.
Fucking
Wow,
rich
isn't
people.
that
Like,
exciting?
look at the pool in the
Makes
back
your
here. It's
job
just like,
easier.
get fucked.
And in the kitchen, sometimes you've often got to go
have a
back and have
Roomba.
another look at the roast.
Where is it?
Well, I
Oh, there
won't
it
be
goes.
looking too close. I'll enjoy
Hey.
myself over
Okay,
here
now I'm
doing a
gonna
little
be
bit more
distracted.
preparation. Right, we'll just put that to one side
On the ground?
and prepare a
pool
bread
is
which
standing
goes
up in her
extremely
hands.
well with roast meat, or
Yep.
whether you be doing steaks or chops.
They're
A
stuffed,
bread can also be
peppers and pumpkins,
complemented
aren't they?
by a different arrange of vegetables,
Depends what they're
and we've
stuffed with.
already stuffed those, and I'll be
Doesn't matter.
positioning those also in the
What if it's
barbecue.
just like I stuffed
The
them with,
damper or
like,
bread
She
can
just-
be
said that
prepared
they're
with
already
just using
stuffed,
3
therefore we
cups
don't
of
get to know
self-raising
what's in it.
flour. You might like
Yeah,
to
it's
weigh it
turkey and
out.
fish.
I generally
Turkey
just
and
shake the
fish,
flour
yeah.
into the bowl. If I put too much flour in, it just means a little bit
Surf
of
and
extra
gobble
liquid.
gobble.
Using White Wings self-raising flour, I find with the addition of 1 teaspoon of oil, again you might be getting the measuring spoons out here, I'm just going to drop it into the bowl. If we go a little bit too heavy-handed with it, again it still doesn't matter. It just helps to lubricate it and prevent the bread from drying out. Then some cheese, grated cheese. Just some grated cheddar cheese. You might like to use ricotta cheese here. It doesn't matter, it's just a flavour. Bacon, chopped up raw bacon. Some raw onion. And again, this is
Put some
one
mushrooms in
recipe,
there.
but there are many others. You can make a garlic bread if
Yeah,
you'd
but we
like,
wanna watch
or a
your
mustard
recipe.
and cheese bread. Really, it's up to you what you add to those 3 cups of flour. Just
Oh, then why are we
combining
watching
that
the
through
video?
and adding the liquid ingredient.
I know
think
you
out in the
fucking
bush
work
they
it
used to
out.
just put
Oh,
water and
thanks,
flour
video.
together. It got pretty dry. Today we're using powdered milk, which is often available in the kitchen cupboard. Or even if you go camping, you might
Is
like
it-
to just take
do
some
people
powdered
still
milk with
use
you
that?
because it makes it that little bit more tender. You can use
where are the
buttermilk if you'd
wigs? When
like.
do they come
With
into it?
buttermilk,
It's the
it
same
makes
as
the
the
damper
powdered milk.
last that little bit extra time. It can go for a day or two
also the
before it
same as
starts
the
to dry out.
pancake mix.
Adding the milk,
All-purpose powder.
in our recipes, we generally recommend about
Just
1
depends on
1/2
what
cups.
seasoning you add to
Again,
it.
you can see that I'm just throwing it in, just so that you can see it's easy. easy. Right, mix it around so there's no dry ingredients left in the base. May need just a little bit of extra liquid. have ready, maybe a damper tray, or if you don't have a specific tray at home, you may like to just use
Well,
a
it's
7-inch
from the
sandwich
very
tin or
beginning
even an
of learning
8-inch,
how to
depending on the
cook right
size
to
of
the
the
head.
volume of the damper. Quickly just dust your fingers with some extra flour.
No,
Or you
When
can make
fix
bread.
it,
Hold on,
your wooden
8%
spoon
time.
can
You need to
stand
build-
direct
You
up,
feel lazy?
upright
You just
in your,
watched
bowl
people
like
build
mine
a
has.
pool and a grill. That
This is
takes
going to be a
effort.
perfect
Yeah.
damper
You
for
had to watch a
If
whole
it starts
pool
to
and a
swing to
whole
the
grill
side,
both
it's far
being
too
built.
moist
And then
takes
you
for
use
hours
brain
or
power
ages
to
to
just
cook.
figure out that
So
you
this
didn't
is
need to do
the way
either
we'd
of
like it
those,
to
that
look
you
when
can
you're
just
preparing
walk
it.
5
And-
minutes away
Right,
from your
dust the
house for free.
fingers.
And you had to watch that pool
Take
being
off
built
the
while
excess
listening
dough
to
from the
the
wooden
best
spoon,
song ever
and
written.
then just a quick spray of some pure and simple onto the tray so that it doesn't stick to the bottom.
Beep beep.
Yeah, she's getting impatient. She
Lifting it
doesn't want
out.
to overcook whatever
Try
she's
doing
got
it
on the
in one
barbecue
quick
already.
scoop.
That Paul Rumba is getting all
And
sorts of
plop it onto
interesting
the
things
tin.
in its mouth today.
That's all
Little
we
bits of
need
stray
to-
bacon.
If you'd like to, again, you could put a little
wants
bit
to
of
go
grated
for a
cheese on top or just some dry breadcrumbs into the barbecue.
Oh yeah, those dry breadcrumbs probably got
And
blown
have a look
into
at that
pool, no
magnificent
doubt.
roast. Doesn't it look good? It's just starting to sear on the outside, but now we're wanting to bring the temperature down a little bit more. So we're using a moderate temperature for the rest of the ingredients.
I mean, this is better
so we
than
turn off
microwave chicken,
again
at least.
another burner that's directly below the damper. We're still cooking indirectly, but also the burners that are now showing on high, we're turning down to low so that we can get that moderate heat.
You see, we wouldn't be able to do that if we didn't build the barbecue first.
Vegetables, let's quickly talk about those too. Right, I've stuffed some
What
golden
does the
nugget
Roomba want
pumpkins
to
for
eat?
you.
Have we asked
This is
that?
quite simple
Rice.
to do. Golden nuggets look exciting on the
Rice
barbecue.
and
They
bikini
can also
bottoms.
just be cut in half and you've got your individual serving.
So
You like to use larger pumpkins, different stuffing mixes can go
got
into
little
them
pumpkins that
from
look like that in the
cheese
fridge
and
at the moment.
breadcrumbs,
Lots of stuff.
or just as
I better
I've done,
pay
some
attention.
rice and a little bit of capsicum chopped on top. These look brilliant in the barbecue. They've got
There's
a
no
lovely
capsicum
colour.
through it, just a
And they
couple
can
of
sit
for
right
decoration.
up on that extra shelf
And
that
I'd
we
be
have in the barbecue,
filling it full of
giving us
capsicum.
just that little bit more room. So if perhaps the barbecue you've
very
decided to
Halloween-y.
choose from Barbecues Galore, you
Spooky.
feel
I like it.
it just doesn't have that extra room for you, why not invest on this little simple accessory? And lots of extra things
Yeah, why
can
not?
be fitted in.
It's
Yeah, this
only
doesn't
another
come with the
$100.
product, by the way.
These are
You
black
just-
capsicum.
you gotta buy
or black
this.
peppers, as
That's
they
okay,
call
we have
them.
to
A little
buy
bit
the
unusual, but
videos
look great for
separately too,
colour.
right?
Starting to look the part, isn't it?
Yeah, who made the
Some
video and what's
baked
their
potatoes.
agenda?
Now these I've
Barbecue
covered in
school
foil,
to
but
sell
there's
this
not always a
barbecue.
need to cover
But
your baked
it's
potatoes in
not
foil.
one you
You
get
could leave
with it.
them unwrapped. It depends on the filling you have inside. These potatoes I've concertinaed in nice neat little slices.
Barbecues Galore,
I've
by the
sliced
way,
into the
as you
potato
can
and
probably
put some
figure
cheese
out,
and
is
onion
just a shop
slices.
that sells
Then a
barbecues.
big dollop of
Well,
sour
they're-
cream on top.
they still
Sounds
exist?
good, doesn't
I
it?
don't know if they
Right,
do,
let's
but
position those
they
in
were
place
an
too.
outdoor general store that's
Yeah.
specified
So if you
in
don't want to lose
barbecues.
your filling,
you could
wrap
also
them
buy
in
your
foil.
boots there.
Notice too, I've wrapped them in foil, but I've used the dull
Camping
side of the
store,
foil
we'll
to
call
the
it. Yeah, yeah,
outside
like a-
and not the shiny side. If you use the shiny side of the foil to the
Are those
outside, the
potatoes?
potato will take longer to
Yeah.
cook and it often sticks to
Boil
the
'em,
inside
mash
of
'em,
the
stick
foil.
'em in a
So use
stew.
your dull
Did you
side
know
to
there
the
were different
outside,
sides to the
then
foil?
it'll absorb the heat.
What?
It won't reflect it. The potato
One
does
side
take
is shiny
less
and
time
one
to
is
cook.
grit.
What?
Yeah.
Right.
It changes the way
sausages.
things
How
stick
many
and
times
cook.
have you made sausages?
What?
And when you've got them ready for the barbecue and you put them straight
No
onto
one
the
taught
grill,
me that in
they flare
freaking
up.
high school.
So often people then use the hot plate.
I was too busy learning
Better still,
Pythagoras.
we've got a covered
Yeah.
cooker now.
I can
All you need to
cut
do is put
across
them straight
things
on the
I'm
grill.
not meant to trespass in.
Indirectly,
by
no
taking
flare
my
up,
pot
and
use.
a beautiful flavour coming from the hot rocks underneath. If you have a butcher that actually supplies you with a particularly fatty sausage, such as pork, it's got a heavy combination of pork fat
Australian
in it,
sausages
and you're
are
still
filled with
finding that
oil
even
already.
with
You
covered
don't got
cooking,
oil in the
you're
door.
getting a lot of juices dropping down and your rocks are getting extremely dirty from that excessive fat. Then soak your sausages in a salted water solution.
We'll have to
you
do
just
the
place
great
your
state
sausages
of
into a
normality
container,
barbecue
put
sometime.
a little bit
yeah.
of water over
Just
the top of the
all find
sausages
some middle
and
ground
sprinkle
where we
salt.
can all go
Just
to,
rotate the sausages and
us.
leave them like that overnight.
and we all have to bring
On the
sausages.
outside of the sausage is a protein called collagen. And what the salt does is actually cause that protein to prevent shrinkage.
Yeah, stroke it.
And then you don't have it splitting open in the barbecue. Moving on, let's go on to making the dessert. The dessert is a simple upside down cake made with a butter cake from White Wings. Today I'm just using a basic butter cake And down on the base of the Pyrex dish, I have some brown sugar and butter combined together.
Just way
Use
too
brown
much,
sugar
dude.
instead of
Just
normal
settle
crystal
down. How many
sugar
people are
because it
coming over
has
for this?
a molasses base and caramelizes.
This is just
Then
a
some
snack.
fruit. The assortment is up to you. You can use fruit salad, apples if you like,
Now I understand
or
what
in this case
Sentai
I've
was
used
saying.
peaches
I'm
and
starting
prunes.
to feel tired.
1 egg goes into the powdered
Yummy,
mixture
yummy.
and just 1/3 of a cup of water. And if you're a little
Hey,
bit
Dad.
like me and tend to
real
get
sad.
your pudding
Her boss.
still with a few lumps in it or
She's
cakes with
the
lumps in it,
secretary.
I guarantee it'll still taste great on the
That's just much.
barbecue
She's
and you
a
don't even
world-renowned
taste the lumps.
barbecue chef.
So mixing
Margaret
it so that all
McDonough.
the powdered mixture is blended,
Is she world
but I
renowned?
always find I still have lumps, especially if I'm doing it in a hurry or if in the
I think I
backyard.
looked both of them up and didn't find
Right, there are a
anything
few
interesting.
lumps, but
Well, that
nothing to worry
sucks.
about because you'll see the results.
We'll see the results. I can't wait. I can.
Again, no
but
need
I
to
can't.
spread the batter because while it's rising, it'll do the spreading for you.
Just making an upside down peach cobbler in the barbecue.
Into the barbecue, let's just make a little bit of room so that we're still
Can't you
cooking
just buy
indirectly.
these?
You could have made that room at the start. Jesus.
We might just put these potatoes right up here on this rack and gives it a little bit
Maybe
more
we
room
should have
for our
set
cake.
up the barbecue
Remembering
before we
that
started
we're
filming.
cooking indirectly, so therefore I can't position the
Yeah, I'm
pudding
sure there's
so it's
instructions
directly
with the
above
fucking
that
thing you
burner.
bought.
We need that
You
burner
want
to
to see
keep
some
the heat.
instructions?
Oh, we actually have some.
Oh,
Oh, how about that?
inside.
Wait, is that the
of
recipes?
Yeah, it's all the recipes.
Oh, we've got a big empty spot up here down the back, so we'll push it down there, this potato.
Hamburgers. Hawaiian.
That means you put pineapple on it, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Everything that is labeled as Hawaiian.
It's got pineapple on it.
How does that look?
Is those
It's all
pineapple?
in.
These aren't what
Let's
she's
close down the
making
hood
now.
and let the oven do the rest of the work
Those
for
other
us.
things?
I think,
And
unless
just
she's gonna
having
make it
another
later
look
on.
at the burners that we have on. Number
Spicy
one burner
dish
is reading on
combination? She
low.
doesn't even-
I have 400 degrees on the heat indicator, and we can work between the heat
Noodle
of 350 degrees to
tandoori
450 degrees from moderate temperature. If you find it starting to fall below 300,
the
it'll
chef,
take
he can
forever
do
to
it.
cook. Therefore,
Another cooking video
you
from
can
us?
take advantage of that number 4 burner.
We
This
wanted
one is
to do
between
one,
the
and
plate section and also
why didn't we?
the covered
don't know.
section of the
we
barbecue.
got the recipe
If it
list,
gets
didn't
too
we?
hot and goes
Yeah.
raging above 450, that's the
We
one to
never
turn
got
off.
around to it.
Never got around
Right,
to figuring
the
out
next
how we
dish is a
wanted to do it.
sansui bao, and this is easy to prepare in your wok.
No
The wok
seaweed ever
insert
again.
also takes the place
I
of a
can't handle it.
13-inch
The funny
hot
thing
plate.
was, like, mine
that
was
hot
just
plate
terrible.
sits in there quite well.
And
you
yours,
can do
you
things
ate
like
yours
quick
and was like,
breakfasts
it's
or
not that
some
bad. I
hamburgers
kind of like
perhaps.
this.
But
And I was
today we
like,
put an
all I
insert
can taste is
of a
seaweed.
wok utensil. Sounds great, doesn't it? Think of all those stir fries you can do.
Mine was okay
Today we're
when
doing
it
a
was
stir
first
fry
cooked, and then
vegetable
it
and
permeated
also
as it
the
sat, and then I
entree.
threw it out.
Sansui bao, quickly prepared from a combination of
Seaweed.
pork and veal minces.
Never again.
If you don't like the idea of pork, you can
Although
use
if I had to
chicken
use
mince here.
seaweed again, I would
Right,
just
just
cheat.
combine that all together with your
How would you
fingers.
cheat?
How's
Just
my
get
wok
some
going?
seaweed
Getting nice
crisps.
and hot. So we'll just move across and place the
Which is
oil
what I
in.
tried to do originally.
Just
Like-
whatever you make
Just
on
one
a
tablespoon of oil.
rice cake with
And at the
seaweed.
same time, I'll
I
move
should have-
across
I-
with
I
the
should have
dish
filmed this
and
for
start
it, but
combining.
I did some
mixing
experimentation
the
before I
sansui
actually
bao.
decided.
If you haven't done a stir fry before, then here's some quick handy hints for you. If
I
you
was
add
like,
all
how
the meat
can
all
I-
at once, it
Yeah.
stews in its own juice and becomes very
Is
tough.
that raw pork?
So
Yeah,
with
probably,
Chinese
yeah.
stir
is.
frying or Asian cooking, meat should be cooked a small handful at a time, whether it be stir
But she
fried
wants to
beef
do Asian
or minced
style
like
cooking.
I'm using here today.
So raw
Keep
pork,
it moving
just sitting there.
and don't allow
Think
the
of the
meat to actually
flies.
stay in the
Just
pan.
think of the
on its
flies,
own. Use
man.
a
When I
little
was
bit of
growing
work
up, we
here.
used to have these
so that it doesn't burn on the
tents for our
bottom.
food,
Yeah, little
like
nets.
little
Yeah.
mesh nets.
Right, and have beside you a tray with some absorbent
Well, I
kitchen
wanted to
towel.
figure out how to
So
dry it
that
out
as
and make
the
it crunchy,
pork is cooking,
and just be able to kind of
you can
salt
just
it
place it there
and use
so you
it
can
as
reheat it
like,
later. By the way,
as a
stir
chip,
fry
it's just
cooking
like-
is actually
or
twice
like make a
cooking.
plate of nachos
You
or
firstly
something instead of
stir fry the
nachos, it
meat
was-
in
but I just
handfuls at a
couldn't get it
time.
to work. I couldn't
Take it
figure
out and
how,
strain it
because
onto
I'm
some
a
absorbent
dumbass.
paper.
I'm
If you're doing
genuinely,
chicken or beef, you use the same
genuinely
method.
not very good in the kitchen.
And
there
then
a
when it's all cooked, you
blue
add
cheese
the
on
meat
our
all at
ingredient
once
list
back
for the
into
new
the
one
wok.
that we did
I can't
again?
remember.
And here it is, all ready for the guests arriving.
I can probably find it.
Here's a great barbecues galore accessory, the rotisserie kit.
Sound fast.
It's ideal for spit
Did we get
roasting
them all?
poultry, lamb, pork or beef.
Elaine and Sophia.
Just slide the chicken onto the
Yes,
shaft
Sophie.
and secure with prongs. Then place the shaft in the rotisserie.
I had some
The enamel tray under the meat, filled with
The
water,
other day.
wine or
Oh,
beer,
fantastic.
prevents fats from splattering,
From
and
Tasmania.
the
they
steam
do all sorts
enhances
of
the
weird
flavour of the meat.
nut cheeses in Tasmania.
Turn it on, close the cover, and the chicken retains all its natural juices and flavours.
New Discordia update.
And now we're cooking fish in our covered
Fish.
barbecue.
Here you go.
To help me with this,
This is
I'm
what
using
you're
an
waiting for.
accessory called a fisheroo.
Yeah, can't
Opening the
wait to eat.
fisheroo,
Go
you
get you
can
a
see I've
fisheroo
displayed
for
some
Christmas. Look at that
leaves,
thing.
which can be
I've seen
spinach or
those things at
cabbage,
your
and this will
shops.
help to give that real tasty, smoky
No
flavour.
from me, dog.
Again, the smoker box comes in very handy for white meats such as poultry and also fish. Just by placing the fish into position,
30 minutes.
we'll place it on this side. And then you can also take advantage of some stuffing mixtures if
nearly
you'd like to
over,
stuff or
but we're gonna
flavour the
start again
fish.
anyway.
A little bit of no oil, no cholesterol, lemon with
You
ginger
can tell it's getting
dressing.
late in the one film day.
That's just to add a little bit of
Just
extra
gonna hurry
flavour
up
and
through
stop
it.
the fish from
Put
drying
salad
out.
dressing on a
And
fish
closing it
and
now in the fisheroo.
Fisheroo.
Again, these come in various sizes, so if you've got a smaller type of fish, you'll find a fish basket to accommodate it. Then the stand.
You ate
it's been
it? Ate the
prepared
whole
or
fish
it's
or
been
they ate the
manufactured
eye?
so that you've got
Because
four
my
legs
grandmother used to
for
suck the
placing it
eye out
onto
of
maybe
the
a plate.
baked
Before the
fishes.
grill, we need to
Yeah,
place
my grandmother likes
these
to
little
suck the eye out
sections
of
here
baked
into
fish.
position.
She's
Turning it
gross.
over the other side now, it's ready for the barbecue. Opening the hood and positioning the fish, we cook it indirectly once again. 2 burners underneath the fish goes off and the 2 outside burners down to low. The smoker box now. You can add flavours to the wood chips that we have here, or you can use leaves, dehydrated leaves maybe from the backyard. Maybe you've got some gum
So if you
tree
have
or some
Sophie and
banksia.
Elaine's,
You may like to sprinkle those leaves onto the volcanic
and
rock.
tape
Better
keeper.
still though.
Potatoes.
Try some wood chips. You can flavour these or
Then I think we have them all.
wet them with a little bit of water,
Greg said
or maybe you
something
might like
last,
the
I
taste
think.
of whiskey. A little sprinkle of whiskey over the chips. Place the lid on. So place the smoker box over the direct source of heat, and we'll use the
it's
number
gone.
4 burner. Then closing it down, it cooks all by itself. We come back a little bit later on and there's really no need to turn the
No, I
fish.
think it's gone.
Both sides are cooking simultaneously, so it never falls apart.
But I
Nothing
don't
could be
know what the
simpler.
others said. I only know what
Except the
Craig's one.
traditional fisherman's method. Forget scaling. Just rub the fish with oil and seasonings. Lay it straight onto the grill with burners on low and close the cover. About 25 minutes later, the skin and scales peel off easily, revealing the soft texture of a perfectly cooked fish. Or leave the skin on for a crunchy taste sensation.
Well, it didn't take long at all and all the food is cooked. It
Lamb's
cooks
ready.
in 2/3
You see
of the
that?
cooking time.
Cooked the
And to
whole
take that
fish
guesswork out
while
of your
that was still
cooking,
cooking.
especially
She
with
must have a
large roasts
separate
of meat, use a
barbecue.
meat thermometer. Place it into the thickest
mean like
part
the
of the
two in the
meat and
background?
nowhere near the roasting
What,
rack
where?
prongs or near the bone. It quickly comes up
By
to
the
temperature.
pool.
Yes, it's
Wonderful.
Oh,
Looks good. We're ready for serving.
yeah. Probably what she cooked.
You know, Mark, over the years I've
perfect
heard a
steak.
lot of boasting about people being able to cook the perfect steak, but I've yet to find that they've justified their claims.
Well, I think it's about time we taught you how to cook that perfect steak. And the secret
Kick
is
him
in
in
the
the
volcanic
nuts.
rock. As you place the steaks onto the hot grill, the juices
You can
drop
tell
down
he's
onto
TV
the
trained 'cause he's
volcanic
not,
rock,
like, looking
simply
around.
vaporize
He
and
just
come back
stays
up to the
completely
underside of the
fixated
meat.
on
You see,
the
both
direction he
sides
was
cook
facing.
simultaneously, so you get that perfect
That's
steak.
extra
Let me
training.
show you
Dead
how.
smile on his face.
Slight
Opening the
incline to the
barbecue,
camera, though.
we'll place one of your delicious
Instead of his
steaks
butt.
onto the grill, and here it goes.
Whoa!
Nice and hot, and
We'll
you can
take
see
the
it's
other
starting to
hand.
sear almost simultaneously. As you can see, the juices
Right on
are
time,
appearing on the
Flash.
surface of the
Welcome.
meat.
Welcome.
See
Lift
some
the
meat
meat.
getting grilled.
Using a lifter, and you can see that lovely char grilled colour on the meat where the grills have actually put that identification mark on. Simply turn to the control panel now, down to low, close down the hood. Both sides will now cook simultaneously with more juice retention and less shrinkage. The perfect steak every time.
I already feel like it might
Here's one of many kebab racks available from barbecues galore.
To me.
Kebab cooking lets
But I mean,
flavours
depends how you like
transfer
'em, I
through
suppose.
different foods.
Char grilled.
They can
Depends
cook
how
on
you
the
like
open
your
grill or
steaks.
hot
I
plate,
don't judge.
or close the hood and cook indirectly.
So much that you
Remember to
taste it
baste
moving
them while
anymore.
cooking. It really enhances the flavour.
That's true. That we didn't
They
see
didn't
them
season it. They
seasoned
didn't do
which is a
anything.
And now
big
for that
problem.
occasion that comes
Big
just
mistake.
once a year.
Ah.
Sometimes there's many occasions through the year that you might come across a big turkey looking like this and
Look at
wonder
that big
exactly
turkey
where to
looking
put it
like
in the
that.
oven. Why not take
me
advantage
how
of the
to
covered
stuff it.
cooker once
It's not that I
again?
don't like turkey.
This turkey's quite a size. He's a
It's
size
just
50.
that I like other things
I'm going to
more
be
than I like
stuffing it
turkey.
from the inside in through this cavity and also up through the neck. Let me quickly show you how this
Everybody
is
likes
done.
most meats
You
more
just
than
pull
turkey.
apart,
That's why it's
pull
a
out the neck firstly,
special
and then pull
end of the
away
year
the
food.
flesh.
Turkey is a
away
staple
from
though
the
in a
skin.
good way because
See
it
how my
helps you
fingers is
sleep.
coming up
Does it?
the
It's
inside,
the reason why
right
food
down where
comas
the
is
leg
such a
is.
thing on like.
There it is.
Can we
You can see me
isolate that
just
chemical
moving
and
down into the
snort it?
leg.
Wouldn't that be fucking
So I'm
fantastic?
actually forming quite a large sack that's going to accommodate all this delicious stuffing.
Yeah, handle that
Right,
sack.
we
What's
might
wrong
need
with
the other
sesame
hand this
seeds
time.
on kebabs, Flash?
Now this prevents your turkey thighs from
Tell you what,
drying out
Flash, you
and
need to
also
make a
the
cooking
breast,
video.
something that everyone seems to worry about. Now for the stuffing.
You want to join
We
our
have some
competition?
celery, some dehydrated breadcrumbs from the compliments of Sarah Boss, a little bit of spice, which is from Master Foods
So
chicken
we'll have
seasoning, and a little
4
bit of ground
ingredients, I
ginger.
think.
Yeah.
Just combine those with
I
some
only know
chopped
what one of them
parsley and
is.
some celery. You can do these with
Potatoes?
your fingers if you'd
Two of them.
like. Now
I
it
don't know what
stays
Sophie says.
dehydrated rather than moistening
And I
it,
don't
where a lot of
know
stuffings you're
what,
told to moisten them.
Elaine said.
I
This
think
one I'm
Elaine said
leaving it
Vegemite.
fairly dry. And just with a little bit of
think-
cranberry
I don't know, I've got
sauce
the
just
video.
for flavouring. And this again is from Compliments of Sockerman. Why not add the whole
I think
jar?
that's a good choice.
Right, even if the recipe
I
says
think that
half
makes
a
it
cup,
interesting.
I'm adding the whole jar today. So it'll be nice and flavoursome.
Stuff the turkey with melatonin.
Right, then up inside the stuff.
I mean, to be
stuffing
fair, you
goes.
could just grind up some melatonin and snort that.
Now this puts on a
Yeah.
lovely crispy skin on the turkey while it's cooking,
Work better if we just use
right up through the
Oxycontin.
leg.
True.
If you want to do this with poultry,
Or Tremonose.
any chicken, even
True.
duck, you can do the same
Oh,
thing.
three.
It's very easy just to remove that flesh.
Isn't that called a
away from the
speedball? And that's
skin.
not good.
Doesn't sound very
Of course,
speedy to
like all
me.
good cooks doing a
He has a
presentation,
pan turkey.
I've prepared one
Yeah.
for you.
You and Ms. Bats can join up. for
Right
that one.
inside the cavity.
The drug race.
Yeah, yeah.
Who knows? By the time they
Right.
figure out what's
You may
wrong
want
with my
to tie
stomach,
the
I might
legs
be
if
on
you're
one of the
securing it
meds as
onto
well,
a
so-
rotisserie. But today I'm taking advantage of the roasting rack. Just position the
And
turkey
perhaps one
straight
day
onto
I'll
the
get
rack.
myself
Tuck in
diagnosed
where the
with
neck
ADHD
joint
and they
has
can give me some
come
speed.
out, so you don't lose your
Don't get
stuffing.
diagnosed. That's boring.
Then while your hands are still gooey,
You got other things to do.
rub
to-
it all over the outside so you're going to
divert
put a
your
nice glaze. Right, again taking advantage of an
wish
accessory
I could
such
pay
as
more
this,
attention
you
to
can even
things.
put all your
Getting the
vegetables around
diagnosis
it so
doesn't
they can
have
be
any
cooking at the
dopamine
same
rewards.
time.
There's no point.
The drugs might.
Oh, you want some
Pieces of
Ritalin?
pumpkin, leave the
Actually,
skin
I
on,
want
so
Ritalin. Are you
being
kidding
a
me?
squash
Okay.
type of vegetable, the
Why else
inside
would I
of the
get
pumpkin
it?
tends to soften.
Why else would I get
so leave the
diagnosed
skin
if I
on
wasn't
so it
going
holds
to
in
take
That
something
means
for
that
it?
you wouldn't
some
have it
squash, just for a
And then
little
you
bit
could
of
get
colour.
But I totally would. Yeah,
And now
that's
we're
what I
ready to
need.
cook
I
the
want to get
turkey.
work done. I
I've
hate
gone
it because I
ahead
have
while
so
I was
many ideas
preheating
in
the
my
barbecue
head of
and
things I
prepared
want
a
to
damper
do.
for
Well,
you.
then go get the pill.
Below the damper you
take
can
it,
see,
and then go to
I've
work.
turned the burner completely off so I'm cooking indirectly.
That's doing something
Again,
though. That's
now
one
as
of
we
the things I
position the
want to
turkey,
do that I'm
where I
constantly
position the food,
procrastinating
You want
on.
me to
the
find you
burner
some Ritalin?
underneath it
So you
gets
If you
turned
did,
off.
you know, it'd be
Then
fun
we'll
to
place
try.
the turkey into
I
position.
wouldn't say no.
Just talk to Benson. He'd probably lend you a couple of pills.
There we are, and you can
I'm
see
not
the
as close
roasting
to him
rack
as you
fits
are.
neatly into position, still leaving me enough room to do something else.
honestly
And not leaving
barely
a
know
cold
him.
spot in the barbecue. I'm going to take advantage of that and
Oh, I
prepare
lick
for
his
you
face
a
sometimes.
Christmas
I
I
fruit
give him a
cake.
wave when I
closer.
see him, and
I get
Right,
the snuggles.
and over to prepare our fruit cake. It's quite simple. I know by now you're thinking, is she really going to put a cake into a barbecue? Well, I certainly am, just to show you just how
Australians.
easy
This
it is
woman
to prepare it
does
and how easy the barbecue
things
cooks
that-
it. It turns out just
Oh,
like this.
we have to show
It's a boiled
Flash
fruit
the,
cake, so I've
the
gone ahead and
barbecue-
boiled the fruit.
what is it? The,
I've added
the
some
trash
brandy,
can,
a
garbage
little
can
bit
turkey?
of milk, and then just
You
adding
don't
the
go put
flour,
it
a
in a
little bit of
barbecue. You
baking
can
powder,
cook a turkey in a garbage
plain
can.
flour,
true.
and baking
Ah,
powder.
just Google
All
it.
these
Fucking
recipes
genius.
are available at Barbecues Galore. And also, by the way, we have a cooking club. If you're interested in it,
She's
please
not
give me a ring at
interested in
Barbecues
showing up.
Galore, and I'll be sure to tell you all about it.
she started
Right,
American
just a
Hello
quick
Fresh.
mixing through. And beside me, I have a springform tin that's just been lined with some brown paper. This again flame goes into
know,
the
Ditto,
barbecue,
never
taking
change.
up
I
that
hope you
cold
always
spot
just
so that all the
I'm just
food
lightly
is conducting
taking
its own
things.
heat. Therefore, we can
Which?
get away with the burners being completely off
barbecue
directly
banana
below the
split.
food. This time, though, as I fill the barbecue, I'm going to be cooking with just one burner.
I see it now.
I'll be showing you in just a moment. Good quick mix. Let's mix it
this is
once more
great.
for good luck, because
Is this
Christmas pudding
Christmas
always
cake?
has that extra mix,
It is.
doesn't it? One
She's
more
doing
turn.
the Christmas cake
Into the tin.
in the oven.
Doesn't need to be greased
It's
because the brown
not
paper
in
will
the oven, in
absorb
the
the fat
barbecue.
in the mixture and prevent the cake
Barbecuing
from
everything.
sticking to the bottom.
Just gone into the pantry and be like, oh, you can
Right,
barbecue
again,
this.
it levels
That's
itself
right.
out. So
Great
no
taste,
need to spread
Australia.
it around. Just give it a
Great,
tiny
great
shake
taste,
and into the
Australia.
barbecue.
Everything tastes great on Australian
Right, there we
barbecue
go.
next to the
And
turkey.
later on, just before the turkey is cooked, I'm going to add some vegetable
Oh, and the damper.
accompaniments
Don't
to go
forget the
along with
damper.
it.
That's Australian.
And now that the barbecue is quite full, let's take advantage of that direct source of heat.
Yes.
Uh,
A simple foil package of vegetables, or this could also be maybe a fruit flambe. Combination of kiwi
Something for
fruit
the
and
veggies
peaches,
done.
and a simple drizzle of brandy
Are
near
you
the end
gonna-
of the
the
cooking.
idea of just
Let's
cook
try some
everything
festive
together.
fruits. I cut a pineapple in half, cored
yeah,
it,
let's put that in
chopped
the
up the
barbecue.
pineapple, and added a
Just do it
combination
already.
of fruits. A drizzle of passion fruit, and then just to finish at the end of the night to make you into that gourmet chef that you'd love
That's
to
a
be,
joke.
ignite a
we
little
eat
bit
it
of
here.
brandy and pop it over the top.
It's so bad.
For the guests that like that individual serving,
Hey,
try
we got
some banana
some.
boats. These I've just made a little foil servery.
Uh,
Inside the banana,
you
made
like
a
fruit
slit.
cake, Cape
and
Santa?
put some mandarin
Okay, now I know what
segments,
to get you for
kiwi
Christmas
fruit,
this year.
a drizzle of chocolate sauce or some
Tori's mum
liqueur.
makes it.
Place it into the barbecue, either at the end of the
Dad made
cooking,
me some
or
this
if you
week,
really
yeah.
can't
No,
wait,
last year.
maybe just put it over
What
that
year is it?
direct heat sauce and give it a couple of minutes.
That's
It's
fine.
ready for serving. And don't forget the cleaning. It's just
Wait,
as
we're not
important as
gonna
that
actually
perfect
cook those
steak. And all
veggies
you'll
and
need
fruit?
is two
You
simple
said
accessories.
put them on the video
A
on the
scour for the
barbecue,
hot
but they're like,
plate
we're not going to do it because we're not going
and
to eat it.
a little
Pulling it
brush
up.
with a brass edge
Can't eat it
and
anymore.
also a very
Oh,
sharp
man.
blade.
She was only
The
interested in the
scour is
lamb.
used on the hot plate
Betty
while it's still
Crocker
warm.
from
You
the
simply just
What's
scrub
up,
over.
Saul?
The brass brush simply goes over
Hey,
the grills
dude.
and releases any of that baked on
The
grind.
end of the video is a
Scraper.
fire extinguisher. You know
Again, the
what?
same job.
Wouldn't
If
that be
you've been
fucking
cooking something
fantastic?
fairly fatty,
It
then
all goes
leave the
wrong
burners
right at
on
the end.
high and allow the rocks to ignite. They simply burn off the
Does
fat
it have
that
a
has
song with a
accumulated
duck
in
in
the
it
rock.
though?
When you see the
What?
ignition of the flame, turn the burners off,
No, but saxophone maybe.
close down the
I'll take a
hood,
saxophone.
and what you find is it becomes a self-cleaning
I'm
oven.
upset that we had to
Because
watch all the
condensation will
turkeys
form
and
on
the
the
lambs
grills
get
and
cooked,
on
but
the
they wouldn't
hood.
show us
You
what
simply
happened at
wipe
the
it
end of the
clean.
banana.
Isn't that easy?
Oh, look at these lovely.
We hope you've enjoyed the
Polaroid
Barbecues
photos.
Galore Great Taste
Oh, it's
Australia
chilli.
program with Margaret McDonough. You're now well on the way to becoming a
That's the best
barbecue
fucking
cooking
pie
expert.
today.
Good luck, and we'll see you next time.
Rather than add butter to everything, it's just put everything in the barbecue. God, it's just teasing us. Oh, you wanted a cruise, man? How's that?
Just imagine Soul dancing all night on a boat. Everyone else has gone to bed except for a couple of alcoholic MILFs, cougars.
Oh yeah, all right.
That's how cruises go, isn't it?
I have no fucking. I've never been on a cruise.
Soul would be into it. Not that much.
Couldn't afford it, man. I'm so broke all the fucking time. Yeah, but have you ever like seen a guitar player, like the faces they pull? They're always just so. It's the same kind of thing as that.
All right. That's the barbecue video. We learned everything about the barbecues. That's what we do in summer, right?
When it's not fucking raining.
Yeah, I know. You wanna watch the Easy Set Pool with the cool music again?
I totally, yeah.
Do you want to watch all three?
We'll just
next?
play it.
Yeah,
just click play. Let's go. Whatevs. It's 11:40.
Here we go. Let's watch this
Oh,
again.
but I mean, you know, I've been alright. My health sucks, but other than that,
Yeah.
I mean, my mental health sucks too. But other than those two things, my physical and mental health, I've
Yeah,
been,
but
I've
you
been
got
alright.
tiny glasses.
Jackson keeps trying to, he always wants me to put them on. I'm like, mate.
Gracias
fit
por su
perfect.
compra de un producto Intex y felicidades por su nueva e innovadora piscina EasySet, la cual se instala tan fácilmente que puede estar llenándola de agua unos cuantos minutos después de terminar de ver este video.
You
Pero
can tell
para
this is a
cuidar la
Pal
piscina
tape.
de la mejor forma posible,
Because it's
continúe
Jackie.
viendo cómo
No, we
mamá,
mentioned
papá y los
Mario
niños nos
last
demuestran
time.
cuán fácil es
And like,
instalarlo.
whenever you get the PAL version,
La clave para instalar
of,
cualquier
like, you know,
piscina
Mario
sobre el suelo
Sunshine or
es
whatever,
encontrar una
and you go into
superficie muy
languages,
bien nivelada a una distancia
these are the languages that are
suficientemente
gonna be
grande
on
para
there.
evitar las salpicaduras.
¡Aqua Fiesta!
Aqua
Imagínese el movimiento de
Fiesta!
personas alrededor de la piscina
Put
y
it
vea
on the
en dónde
barbecue.
puede colocar la bomba del filtro para que no se tropiecen con el cable eléctrico de 7
I
metros.
want to have an
Algunas
Aqua Fiesta
comunidades
with a
exigen un área
barbecue
cercada.
pineapple
Consulte
boat.
con las autoridades de su localidad.
And I want it to float in my pool.
Despeje
As I
el
pick
área
out the
cuidadosamente
barbecue.
para asegurarse que el piso de la piscina
Yeah, pick up
no se
all that
perfore
shit.
por culpa de algún objeto
Clean
pequeño
up all the
cuando
dog
la
poo.
piscina
With your
ya
hands.
esté
No, with
llena.
your bare hands.
You have bare hands?
Aún cuando no se necesita un protector para la piscina
And
de
then she's gonna go cook on the
3.36
barbecue
metros,
without washing
puede
because the pool's
proporcionarle
not ready to
protección
rinse your
adicional
hands off
contra
in yet.
perforaciones.
It's good enough. Close.
Extienda la piscina asegurándose que el lado correcto
And
esté
why
hacia
are we
arriba.
setting up the pool? Because
Es
Aqua
importante
Fiesta.
asegurar que los orificios de la bomba del filtro estén
Scotch,
orientados
yeah.
hacia el lugar
Scotch.
donde desee colocar la bomba.
hailstones.
Infle el anillo
Ah,
superior hasta
ah.
que esté firme.
It has
La
not
bomba
been a
que la
very hot
mamá
summer.
está usando es la bomba Double Quick de Intex, la cual infla tanto al subir como al bajar.
tell you
like the
what,
steel
El anillo
drums?
se infla
I'm
rápidamente
quackers
con la
for this
mayoría de
song.
las bombas.
Yeah. Ali la pompa.
Revise para asegurarse que el cartucho del filtro esté en su lugar y vuelva a colocar la tapa, el sello y la cubierta superior con cuidado.
Yeah, but that's when you get like the action figure at
Debe
the bottom.
apretarse a mano solamente.
Just underneath all the water. I've seen that happen.
Quite
in
ambos tapones
neighbors'
altos
yards.
de la pared e inserte los sedazos en su lugar.
He-Man is just stuck under 200.
Fije una manguera a la conexión inferior de la
Ripping,
bomba y a la conexión inferior de la manguera en la piscina. Ahora fije una segunda manguera a la conexión superior de la bomba y a la conexión superior de la
bomba.
manguera de la
La
piscina.
bomba.
Asegure todas las abrazaderas de las mangueras con una moneda. Antes de comenzar a llenar la
can read
piscina,
that.
verifique
It's
que
too
el
quick.
tapón de drenaje esté bien cerrado y que la tapa esté bien atornillada en la parte exterior de la piscina. Vierta como 2 centímetros de agua y alice el fondo de la piscina, cuidando de
It's
empujar los
going out.
costados hacia afuera como se muestra. El
Just make
perímetro
sure
del
you,
fondo de la
you know,
piscina debe estar
get
fuera del
underneath a little
perímetro
bit.
del anillo inflado.
You gotta clean under the flaps.
Está bien si los niños quieren meterse y ayudar. Pueden jugar mientras la piscina se llena y se divertirán viendo cómo se levanta el anillo superior. Llene la piscina solamente hasta la parte inferior del anillo superior inflado. Si tiene una piscina de 3.66 metros, la bomba del filtro debe operar de 3 a
La
4
bomba
horas
is
al día
coming.
aproximadamente. Para
La
la
bomba.
piscina de 4.57
there.
metros se necesitan entre 5 y 6 horas. Y para la de 5.49 metros entre 7 y 8 horas diarias. La bomba
That's right,
filtra
it's
las
mom's job
partículas
to do it.
pequeñas a un ritmo de 2.280 litros por hora.
No, you get one of those metal poles with
El
the prongs
cartucho
and
del
the
filtro
hose
sirve
just
para
kinda
2 semanas
and you walk away
aproximadamente.
and Assume that it
Mire
hasn't fallen
entonces
over,
si hace falta reemplazarlo.
which it always has.
Si el cartucho está sucio o de color café, intente limpiarlo rociándolo con agua o quizás necesite
To
cambiarlo.
get crazy up in here. The beat's about to
Primero, desconecte el
As
cable
you plug it
eléctrico.
in. There you go.
Luego, quite la tapa
Oh,
del
so you had to
filtro
unplug
girando
it
en
for the
sentido
cracks.
contrario al de las manecillas del reloj y saque la tapa.
This is the
El
best song
sello
ever.
y la cubierta del filtro y el cartucho. Inserte un cartucho de recambio y vuelva a colocar la tapa del filtro. Apriétela a mano solamente.
You don't plug your
Si su
pool in?
modelo de
That's for the
piscina venía
filter.
con una
So we don't
cubierta,
have to
úsela
pick
cuando
all
no
the
esté
bugs off the
utilizando
top.
la piscina para mantenerla lo más limpia posible.
Ah, fantastic.
Cuando desee drenar la piscina, use el adaptador del tapón de drenaje. Primero, sujete la manguera del jardín al adaptador y coloque el otro extremo de la manguera en un desagüe o una canal. Quite la tapa de drenaje de la piscina y empuje las puntas del adaptador. Las puntas la abrirán y el agua saldrá por la manguera. Atornille el collar del adaptador en la válvula para mantenerla en su lugar. La mayoría de las piscinas Easy Set Pool vienen con una escalera para entrar y salir fácilmente de la piscina. Estas se ensamblan fácil y rápidamente siguiendo los pasos del manual. Comience fijando los escalones, los refuerzos superiores y los rieles superiores en forma de U.
Yeah, I've
están
laughed
a
a
un
lot
lado.
this episode.
Yeah.
Luego ensamble los otros escalones
Yeah,
para
it's
el
been
otro
a
lado
while.
de la escalera y deslícelos
ducks
en los
in the song.
refuerzos y rieles superiores.
Everything went on the barbecue. It's
Everything.
Use un
Everything, but the things I was
destornillador para
most
aplicar
interested to
todos los
see go on the
tornillos.
barbecue were explained on how they could go on the barbecue. But we're not going to do that
She didn't have
today.
room. She only bought one of those little stand things. She should have invested in two,
Cuando sea tiempo de
dumbass.
guardar
Prefer
la
to just
piscina
have a
al
second
terminar la
recording day in
temporada,
that case.
séquela completamente y almacénela en un área
then
protegida de la intemperie.
It'll look like
La bomba
the
del filtro
barbecue's not
también
big
debe
enough.
secarse completamente y
screen.
almacenarse siguiendo las instrucciones del manual del propietario. Para mantener una piscina reluciente, consulte las páginas amarillas para saber dónde
I gotta
puede comprar
love the
los
way, though,
productos químicos
she's like,
adecuados. Muchas tiendas
Yes.
también venden cartuchos
Bah.
de filtro y otros accesorios Intex.
He was like, wow, wow, wow.
Los juguetes de colores para piscina
That's
que
just how
se
you're gonna
usan
be
en este video
sometimes.
también
Wow.
los vende el distribuidor y pueden hacer de su piscina un centro de natación.
Yeah, you gotta love the
para la
way
familia.
she's like, yeah,
Busque la
can you
marca
believe it?
Intex
I'm
Intex,
actually
el
gonna
líder
try
mundial
and
en
make a
productos
cake on the
usables para
barbecue.
piscina
And we
para
never
siempre
actually got to
todas
see
las
it.
edades.
Yeah, and I didn't care
Y
either way.
recuerde siempre que aunque jugar en el agua
Just,
es divertido,
like,
también puede ser
To be
peligroso.
like, you won't believe what you can do, and then not show you that you can
Lea
actually do
todas las
it.
Maybe it was one of those
instrucciones y
things
las
like I do
instrucciones de su
constantly,
manual del
where
propietario
like they
y del
filmed
producto.
the entire day setting up the
Adopte las
barbecue all
medidas de seguridad
perfect,
necesarias
ready
y
for it to go,
vigile siempre a los niños.
and then they didn't realize until after because you get a little bit weird and different when the camera's rolling. That the barbecue was not turned on the entire time, and they got to
No,
the end
because
and
there
they
was
went,
points where she's like, see, that's cooking nicely.
yeah, but the gas wasn't on. It was just
Or
the
maybe,
knobs.
maybe
Well, the
what
gas
happened
empty.
was they just ran out of tape. Like they were filming, and then
Dank für den
like
Kauf
just
eines
towards the end there, it was like, oh, we've only
Und
got like
herzlichen
4 minutes of
Glückwunsch
tape
zum neuen
left.
EasySet Pool.
I wonder
Er
if
ist so leicht aufzustellen, dass Sie ihn nach
What do you mean,
Oh, I like
three
this
tapes?
voice.
This one's,
auffüllen können.
Dutch,
Um den Pool jedoch
German.
stets
German.
gut zu warten, sehen Sie am
Which?
besten zu, wie Ihnen die Eltern und
I
Kinder
like
das
this
leichte
voice.
Aufstellen
Yeah, this one
demonstrieren.
might be the best one so far.
Beim
No, the
Aufstellen
last
eines
one's the best
freistehenden
one.
Pools ist es wichtig, eine
I suppose
völlig
it did
ebene
have a
Oberfläche
Fiesta.
für den Pool in
Oh, yeah.
spritzsicherer
She's
Nähe
not
vom
here
Haus
to listen,
entfernt zu
though.
finden.
I'll send her it when I cut them all out separately.
Stellen Sie sich vor, wie der
But
Pool
no,
zu erreichen
it's
ist
Sentai.
und
I'll
wo die
send you all
Filterpumpe
5 of them
hinpassen könnte,
separately if you
damit
want to
niemand
layer
über das
them over
7
and
Meter
see if
lange
they're
Kabel
talking at the
stolpern
exact
kann.
same time or not.
In manchen
I have a feeling
Gegenden wird
they
eine
are.
Einzäunung erforderlich sein. Erkundigen Sie sich daher, was an Ihrem Ort
I mean,
vorgeschrieben ist.
if you could, I'd be happy to listen to the Quackers song.
Entfernen Sie alle
Specifically the
Undichten
one that
unter
we
dem
cut
Pool,
together
damit Sie bei
rather than if
Gebrauch
we
keine
find it.
spitzen Gegenstände durch den Boden
I
bohren
mean,
können.
look, if
Hard work is
Sentai
appreciated.
can do some fun
Der
stuff.
4,60 Meter EasySet Pool
I'm
wird
more
mit einer
interested in
Unterlage
that.
geliefert. Obwohl eine Unterlage für den 3,70 Meter Pool nicht
I
notwendig
just have to
ist,
find someone to help me turn
bietet
it
sie
into
doch
a new metal
zusätzlichen
remix.
Schutz.
If you just turn it into a metal remix, it would already be new because it's not. Yeah, it's a new song.
But it's
Makes
not a new
it new
song.
metal.
Rollen
It's
Sie
an
den
old
Pool
song.
mit der
If you
rechten Seite
remix
nach
it, it
oben
would
auf.
tell you.
It's more of a cover of
A
it.
new metal cover.
Vergewissern Sie sich dabei, dass sich die Pumpenöffnungen gegenüber der Stelle
Ja.
befinden, an der Sie die Pumpe
Ja.
anbringen wollen. Blasen Sie den oberen Ring voll auf.
Blasen.
Die Pumpe, die die Mutter benutzt,
Steel
ist
drums
die
are metal as
Doppelschnellepumpe
fuck.
von Intex, die Luft beim Auf- und Abdrücken einbläst. Der Ring lässt sich
I am
jedoch
in,
auch rasch mit gewöhnlichen
A
anderen
metal
Pumpen
group, a
aufblasen.
metal Discord
Wenn der
server. Should I
oberste Ring
ask
ganz
there
aufgefüllt
whether
ist,
steel drums are metal?
schließen Sie das Luftventil fest ab.
Yes.
Sehen Sie nach, ob die Filterpatrone angeschlossen ist und bringen Sie Filterkappe, Dichtung und oberen Deckel
Do that
wieder
right
an.
now.
Letztere sollte nur von Hand angezogen werden.
Please.
Entfernen Sie beide Verschlusskappen und fügen Sie an ihrer Stelle die Gitter ein. Dann wird ein Schlauch am unteren Pumpenanschluss und am
Discussion,
unteren
so, ja.
Schlauchanschluss des Pools angebracht.
Steel.
Nun wird ein zweiter Schlauch am
Wunderbar.
oberen Pumpenanschluss und am oberen Schlauchanschluss des Pools angefügt. Benutzen Sie eine dünne Münze, um alle Schlauchkammern fest anzuziehen.
And tight.
Vor dem Auflegen
just
des
asked the
Pools
question.
sollten Sie nachsehen, ob der Abflussstöpsel auch fest
check
geschlossen
again
und die
before
Kappe
they
außen
end
am
the
Pool
episode.
fest angeschraubt ist.
And see if anyone has replied or if they told me to
Lassen
shut
Sie
up.
etwa 3 cm Wasser in den Pool ein und glätten Sie dabei sorgfältig den Boden des Pools, indem Sie alle Falten, wie hier gezeigt, nach außen hin streichen. Der äußere
under
Rand
the
des Poolbodens
bolts.
sollte sich außerhalb
Right.
des aufgeblasenen Rings befinden.
You always gotta clean under those
Natürlich
folds.
können die Kinder schon jetzt in den Pool und darin spielen, während er sich auffüllt. Es macht ihnen sicherlich Spaß
Does it get hot in
zuzusehen,
Germany?
wie sich der obere Ring immer weiter nach oben schiebt.
The average summer temperature in Germany.
Füllen Sie den Pool immer nur bis an den unteren Rand des obersten Rings.
Blasen.
Bei einem 3,70 Meter Pool
Good
sollte
answer.
die Filterpumpe etwa 3 bis 4 Stunden pro Tag laufen. Der 4,60 Meter
Perhaps I
Pool
should Google
erfordert
that.
ungefähr 5 bis 6 Stunden pro Tag. Und der 5,5 Meter Pool 7 bis 8 Stunden. Die Pumpe filtert Schmutzteilchen mit einem sanften Sog von etwa 2300 Liter Wasser pro Stunde aus dem Pool. Die Filterpatrone ist etwa 2 Wochen lang wirksam.
How hot does the summer get in Germany?
Danach sollten Sie
Between
überprüfen,
20
ob
and
sie
30
ersetzt werden
degrees,
muss. Wenn Ihre Patrone
Kinda what we've been
schmutzig oder braun
experiencing
aussieht, sollten Sie
in
sie
recent
mit Wasser
years.
ausspülen.
Probably
Andernfalls
less
muss sie
humid
ersetzt
though,
werden.
I would imagine.
Entfernen Sie zunächst das Netzkabel. Entfernen Sie dann die Filterkappe, indem Sie
Yeah,
sie nach
unplugged
links
it and it
drehen
went-
und dabei die Kappe, Dichtung sowie
Can't believe I didn't
Filterkappe
notice that,
abnehmen
even on the
und
second
die
rewatch.
Patrone
It's the
herausnehmen.
third time.
Fügen Sie eine neue
Oh, that's
Patrone ein
fantastic.
und bringen Sie die Filterkappe wieder an, indem Sie sie nur von Hand anziehen. Ihr Pool wurde möglicherweise mit einer Abdeckung geliefert, die bei Nichtbenutzung des Pools verwendet werden sollte, um ihn so rein wie möglich zu halten.
Too much. It's too good. Too
Wenn Sie
good.
den Pool ablassen wollen, benutzen Sie den mitgelieferten
This is
Adapter.
definitely
für den
another old-timer.
Abflussstöpsel. Bringen Sie zunächst Ihren Gartenschlauch an dem Adapter an und stecken Sie das andere Schlauchende in einen Abfluss bzw. eine Abflussrinne. Entfernen Sie sodann den Pool-Abflussstöpsel. Die Zacken werden den Abflussstöpsel offen halten, sodass das Wasser durch den Schlauch abfließen kann. Schrauben Sie den Adapterring über das Ventil, um es zu befestigen. Die meisten 4,60 Meter Easy-Set Pools werden mit einer Leiter zum bequemen Ein- und Aussteigen geliefert. Sie ist ganz leicht zusammenzubauen, wenn Sie die Schritte in Ihrem Handbuch der Reihe nach befolgen.
Here and here.
Bringen Sie die Tritte, oberen Streben und die U-förmigen oberen Griffe zunächst an der einen Seite an. Fügen Sie dann die anderen Tritte für die andere Seite der Leiter zusammen und schieben Sie sie in die oberen Streben und Griffe. Ziehen Sie alle Schrauben mit einem Schraubenzieher fest.
And tight for the ladder steps.
Wenn der Pool bei Saisonende wieder
Let's
weggesteckt
create a
werden soll,
whirlpool.
trocknen Sie
Ah,
den
yeah,
Pool
let's
auf
go.
und heben ihn dann
I
an einem
feel
wettergeschützten Ort auf.
Too bad.
Der Pool wird ebenfalls sorgfältig getrocknet
No,
und
it's
gemäß den
whirlpooling
Anweisungen
towards me.
in Ihrem
Stop.
Handbuch
Ah!
Für einen blitzsauberen Pool sollten Sie in Ihrem Telefonbuch nach einem Fachhändler für die entsprechenden Poolchemikalien suchen. Viele Händler führen auch Filterpatronen und anderes Zubehör von Intex. Die lustigen, bunten Poolspielsachen in diesem Video sind ebenfalls von Ihrem Fachhändler erhältlich und können aus Ihrem Pool ein Schwimmbad für die ganze
What a
Familie
song
machen.
this is.
Sehen Sie unter der Marke The Wet Set von Intex, dem weltweit
The Wet
führenden
Set.
Hersteller von aufblasbaren Gegenständen für Pool.
It would be nice to get this without get the song without the
Vergessen Sie dabei
voiceover,
nicht,
because
dass
then we
das
could
Spielen
put it
im
on the
Wasser Spaß
obscure
macht,
tape to
Wasser jedoch
soundtrack
auch
on vinyl.
gefährlich sein kann. Nehmen Sie sich die Zeit und lesen
You
Sie
just
alle
have to pick your
Warnungen und
favorite
Hinweise in
voiceover
Ihrem
and put the
Handbuch
whole thing
und
up as
aus
a
Yeah,
dem
video.
Produkt selbst durch. Achten Sie immer auf vernünftige Sicherheitsregeln und lassen Sie Kinder nie unbeaufsichtigt.
My bets are on Italian.
Und nun viel Spaß mit Ihren
What about
Easy-Set.
Espanol?
Espanol was good, but I make too many posture references when I watch that. And that's not great. Here we
Grazie
go.
per
Here's
aver
your
acquistato un prodotto
Mario
Intex
Sunshine.
e congratulazioni per la nuova Easy 7
Yahoo!
ora in vostro possesso. È così
Yippee!
facile da usare che potreste riempire la piscina di acqua in pochi minuti al termine di questo video. Per
Yeah,
trattarla nel migliore
he's
dei
definitely
modi,
moving his hands around.
guardate il video dove
He's holding
si
the
mostra
script and doing
quanto sia
that.
facile installare una piscina. Il trucco per installare una piscina
I grew up
non
with these guys on
interrata
my
è
street.
trovare una superficie molto uniforme su cui piazzarla ad una distanza che tenga lontani gli schizzi dalla casa. Immaginate il traffico intorno alla piscina per vedere dove si può collocare la pompa del filtro senza il pericolo che qualcuno inciampi nel cavo.
Biggest news out of
elettrico.
Italy today
In
is
alcuni
Jose
luoghi
Mourinho got
potrebbe
sacked.
essere necessaria una
He's not
recensione.
taking any breaths.
Controllare le
Is
norme
that-
He
locali
doesn't
a
need
riguardo.
to breathe.
Pulire l'aria
Italian.
attentamente per evitare che il fondo della piscina
He's
sia
a
perforato
manager
da
in
qualche
the
oggetto
football
dopo
league.
la
I
messa in
suppose was.
funzione.
Formerly manager
L'Easy
of
Set Pool
my
da
favorite team,
4
Chelsea.
metri 57
In fact, he's
comprende
managed
un
us twice.
telo per il terreno. Questo telo non è necessario per il formato
very,
3
very, very good
metri
manager.
66, ma può fornire un'ulteriore protezione. Srotolare la piscina con il lato corretto, rivolto
And he's
verso
now
l'alto.
jobless again.
È importante che i fori della
Bring him
pompa del
back.
filtro
Maybe he
siano
should
rivolti
buy a
verso
waistcoat.
l'area dove deve venire la pompa.
He wears like those really, really, really big ones.
Gonfiare completamente l'anello superiore, la pompa
He
che
likes
sta
to stay nice
usando
and
la
long.
mamma
His
e
problem is
la
he's not
dopo
as attractive
quick
as the English
della
version.
Intex che
That's right.
gonfia sia il segmento superiore
he's fine.
che quello inferiore, ma
Pump it.
l'anello può essere gonfiato
Yeah,
con
pump
qualsiasi pompa. Gonfiare completamente l'anello superiore e chiudere bene la valvola dell'aria. Controllare che la cartuccia del filtro
Anyway, the
sia
reason I like the
installata e
Italian
rimuovere e
voiceover best is
reinstallare
because it
il
doesn't sound
coperto
like
del
an
filtro,
Italian
la
voiceover guy, it just
guarnizione e il
sounds like
tappo.
an Italian
Stringere
guy.
solo
It
manualmente.
does a bit, yeah. They
Inserire
just
dei
found like that.
depuratori
Like, hey,
al
you wanna
posto
do
degli
this?
appositi
Yeah, and
profilati
he's most
sui pareti.
definitely the guy down the street. I'm
Collegare
going back
un
to
They
my
just found him at a
cards.
cafe.
possibile
Yeah,
all'attacco
On the
Sitting
cafe
there
on the way to
drinking
the
coffee.
dubbing
e all'attacco
studio.
inferiore del tubo
Exactly.
sulla piscina.
We'll pay
Collegare
for your coffee
ora
if
il
you read
secondo
this.
tubo
Exactly.
all'attacco superiore
That-
della
that's the feel I'm
pompa e
getting.
all'attacco
That's why I like
superiore
this one
del
better.
And he
tubo
was like,
sulla
"Alright."
piscina. Fissare saldamente tutti i borsetti dei tubi con una moneta sottile.
We're only doing
Prima
one
di
take.
iniziare a riempire la piscina di acqua,
Nailed it.
controllare che lo scarico sia chiuso
People do more than one
ermeticamente
take.
e che il tappo all'esterno della piscina
Sometimes.
sia abitato saldamente.
Just have the grill lady just walk
Versare un
in.
paio di
We
centimetri
can't just
di
watch this in
acqua
English
nella
again.
piscina e tendere di nuovo con cura
It's
il
the
fondo
first
per
one.
eliminare
Yeah.
le pieghe tirando dai lati verso l'esterno.
Clean under the
Inoltre,
flaps.
il perimetro del fondo della piscina deve trovarsi al di fuori del perimetro dell'anello gonfiato.
I like how it has a breakdown for every language.
It's actually just numbered them. Like if you didn't pay attention to the fact like it's in different
Anche i
languages and just
bambini
sort
possono
of
entrare e aiutare.
looked at it from
e in
afar maybe,
effetti
you would think
possono
that it was a
giocare
long
mentre
video
la
with
piscina
5
si
actual
riempie.
completely
Si
different parts.
divertiranno un mondo a guardare l'anello
1999.
superiore sollevarsi mentre
Hell
go.
yeah, they're setting up the
riempire
pool
la
for the
piscina
new year.
solo
The
fino
heights of
sotto
New
l'anello
Metal.
superiore gonfiato. Se si ha una piscina di 3,66 m di diametro, la pompa del filtro deve essere usata
La pompa.
circa 3 o 4
La-
ore al giorno. Per la piscina
like la
da
pompa.
Al
4,57
giorno.
m sono necessarie dalle 5 alle 6 ore al giorno, mentre per la piscina da 5,49 m ci vogliono dalle 7 alle 8 ore al giorno. La pompa filtra con un flusso di 2280 litri di acqua all'ora. La cartuccia del
Gonna
filtro
happen soon.
continua a pulire per circa 2 settimane, passate le quali occorre controllare per verificare se sia necessario sostituire la cartuccia. Se la cartuccia è sporca o
Look at
di
that.
colore marrone,
Nice and clean. They
provare a
should have been using
spruzzarla
the
con
pressure,
acqua, ma
high pressure
potrebbe
hose,
essere
though.
necessario
could've-
sostituirla.
That have another good song.
Disunire prima il cavo elettrico, quindi rimuovere il filtro superiore ruotandolo in senso antiorario e
No, it's too
sollevare il
loud.
tappo.
Ah,
La guarnizione
okay, maybe
e
we
il
don't like
coperchio
the
del
Italian
filtro
guys
per
enough. He talks over
estrarli.
the
Inserire
probably
una
Brits.
cartuccia nuova, rimontare il tappo del filtro.
Which is the best bit.
Oh,
Stringere solo manualmente.
there he goes.
It always sounds like it's quieter in this one. Or is he
Yeah.
just louder?
He's just
È possibile che la piscina abbia in dotazione una copertura da usare
He's
quando
yelling,
la
he's
piscina
like-
non viene usata per mantenerla
Say it like
pulita.
you just caught the next door neighbor stealing.
Per svuotare
from
la
your
piscina,
yard.
usare l'adattatore della valvola di scarica dotato. Collegare prima una comune
Put a lot of
manichetta
effort going
all'adattatore,
into my-
quindi
going into
collocare
growing my
l'altra
tomatoes.
estremità in uno scarico. Rimuovere il tappo di scarico
How'd you like it if
della
someone came
piscina
over and
e
picked your
spingere i
apples?
denti dell'adattatore nella
Oh,
valvola di scarico. I denti aprono la valvola di scarico e l'acqua
Sorry.
inizia a scorrere nella manichetta. Avvitare il collare dell'adattatore sulla valvola per fissarla. Molti Easy Set
We put
Pools
soapy water on
da
it to see if it's got any leaks.
4,57 m sono dotate di una scaletta per facilitare l'entrata e l'uscita dalla piscina. Il montaggio è rapido e facile, con le istruzioni
rapido.
fornite nel manuale. Montare prima
Yeah, I'm
i
definitely
pioli,
going through that.
i sostegni superiori ed entrambe
My
le
fat
guide
ass is
superiori
definitely
a
going through
U
that.
su un lato.
Those steps.
Quindi montare gli altri
Yeah, so
pioli per
flimsy.
completare l'altro lato della scaletta e
Sorry, kids, you're
infilarla
stuck
nei
in the pool.
sostegni e nelle guide
This
superiori.
fat fuck just broke the, just broke
That
the
means they
ladder.
can't ever get out
Stringere
again if they don't
tutte
have a
le
ladder.
viti con un cacciavite.
Nope. I've played The Sims.
Quando
I
è il
know how this
momento di
works.
smontare la piscina alla
I don't
fine
even have
della
a cheat code, I
stagione,
just ate
farla
lots of
asciugare
food.
bene e conservarla a riparo dagli agenti atmosferici. Far asciugare
Hey,
bene anche il filtro
stop
della
splashing me,
pompa e
asshole.
conservarlo come indicato nel manuale. Per mantenere la piscina igienicamente pulita, procurarsi le sostanze chimiche adatte presso un rivenditore specializzato. Molti rivenditori hanno anche le cartucce del filtro e altri accessori Intex. Presso il vostro rivenditore potrete trovare anche i giocattoli di colori vivaci usati in questo video e potrete rendere la
Let's swim in
piscina
that pool,
un
'cause
luogo
the
di
fucking
divertimento
asshole's
per
laying
tutta la
through the middle of
famiglia. Cercate il marchio The Wet
just for the
Set
show.
della Intex, leader
Wet
mondiale di piscine gonfiabili per tutte le età. E non dimenticate, giocare nell'acqua è divertente ma può essere anche pericoloso. Leggere tutte le avvertenze e le istruzioni fornite nel manuale per l'uso sul prodotto. Osservare le norme di sicurezza e controllare sempre i bambini.
used to
Divertitevi
these
con la
early
vostra
mornings.
Easy Set Pool.
The end.
That's fantastic. Or is there no? There's no secret Martian language at the end.
No. It doesn't seems.
Bugger.
Cool, now we're all set for
We
summer.
get a guy. It's a bull. Shut up, Rick.
Yeah,
Right.
there's a lot of words coming
Yeah,
out of that
ready for summer.
Italian.
Let's go out there and go. Oh,
Oh, it's raining. Well, when it gets here, we're prepared.
when it finally gets here. It was here yesterday,
It was, and I took advantage, and I went down to the pool, and I
and
saw
I had a
some
barbecue, so we both kind
I
of
actually had a picnic. It was pretty good.
we got to relive both of our yesterdays
Yeah,
on today's episode.
yeah, and pine for that one day of summer we had.
I was so sure it was going to be like an extra hot summer.
Yeah,
I was convinced that because like it was so like cool last summer, like the whole time basically, that by Christmas it was just going to be constantly 35 degrees.
listen, we have to make up the deficit somehow, which means we're probably gonna have a really hot winter.
To be fair, last winter wasn't actually particularly cold, so maybe like it's just evening out. We're just gonna eventually just have every day is like 23 degrees.
I don't know. It's Melbourne, man. We're close to Melbourne is the 4 seasons in one day.
It's true.
Bull crap.
It's kind of true though.
Yeah.
I went to Melbourne the other day, like last week. Yeah, I think it was last week on Monday, and it was just kind of slightly raining when I left the house. And I'm like, that's sweet. I'm gonna walk in the rain. Get off the train, start walking to Sydney, it just starts pissing down rain. I'm like, well, now I'm fucking drenched. There's no point in like
I'm pretty sure
hiding from the rain now.
I'm pretty sure I saw those pictures, and I had only just come home on the train from Melbourne the day before, and it was a warmer day that day.
I was kind of happy though. because I was in one of my replica football shirts that like I dried off really quick anyway.
Yeah.
It ended up being like a really good day in a way because like I was like I can go see a movie, so I go to the Kino cinema. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll go see Napoleon. Shit movie, by the way.
Mm,
The movie ticket was only $8 though.
that's cool.
$8 fucking bucks.
That's
Middle of the city.
genuine 2010s prices.
That's genuine. No one wants to see this shitty movie prices. I reckon
I miss under $10 tickets.
that movie was fucking horrible. So yeah, don't go see Napoleon. It sucks. Genuinely one of the worst movies I think I've ever watched.
Mm.
And for me to say that means it's not even like a good bad movie.
I like your description of it too, because that's just Napoleon all over. It tried to be bigger than it was.
See, not really. It didn't try to be bigger than it was. It purposely tried not to be.
Got bugged down. Oh, that's right. It was the opposite.
It
I knew it was there. And
the whole thing was just like, hey, he was in love with this woman,
I don't know anything.
and
about
he was also kind of pathetic and a cuck. And that was the whole movie, basically. It's like, here you go, have a 5-minute battle sequence that is unrelated to basically anything. It sucked. Anyways, I'll stop ranting.
it. Yeah, if you get any more rant here, you will expose my disinterest in like war history.
Yeah, to be
I
fair,
just like backing it up. I don't watch it.
it was just a terrible, terrible movie. Terrible movie. Like, even as, like, no matter what aspect of Napoleon you might in some way be inclined to be interested in,
I like the bit where he throws the He-Man out the bus window and holds it on a string.
didn't even include that bit.
Mm.
Wasn't even in there.
No.
Not enough Gamera movies. They'll come back. I feel like they're gonna make a comeback.
There was just a little short series just recently,
Considering,
like last year or something. Camera series.
considering how good the Japanese Godzilla movies have been, like the last two, it makes sense that like eventually the people who have the rights to Gamera are gonna be like, all right, we just need to get some good writers on board and we can have something. I reckon it'll happen because
Just get the writer of Zulu 2K back on it.
yeah, definitely. He's learned his lesson.
Yeah.
By making a great movie.
That's right.
Ah, there we go. Well, the thing is, like, Godzilla -1, for me, could possibly be the best Godzilla movie ever, but it would be a perfect fan edit to go with Oppenheimer. They would genuinely be a good side-by-side.
Mm.
So yeah, anyways. Maybe I'll stop talking about movies I do like now, and we'll go. Unless there's something you want to say?
No,
we're good.
it seems like you need to do your own movie review spin-off rant
too much.
podcast. Everybody likes a middle-aged white
no.
guy's rant podcast, right?
I'd like to do a podcast, and I have ideas for what I would want to do for it, but again, I need to get medicated so I can focus on tasks.
I've just reorganized my brain to be okay with releasing stuff whenever I want rather than on any schedule.
Well, the problem is I'm never releasing anything ever. It's like I can maybe get one thing done a year, maybe.
Well, then go get medicated.
Get medicated, and if I could actually focus on things, who knows how much shit I'd release.
Maybe you can pick up some street speed. There's some questionable folk down at Lara shopping centers.
I don't really want to. I've seen what that does to people, like firsthand, and I just don't like it. Don't like the idea of that. Anyway, yeah, I see you nodding at me. What do you mean I don't have to go that far? I'm here.
Yeah, no, I'm the one from crying.
Alrighty.
Press the out button. I'm
The sun is out. It's nice now.
Up
Okay.
Well, it is over there, so hopefully that'll come over here.
Hopefully there's just more rain. I love the rain. I want all the rain. Alright, friends. It's been a great episode. We've had a good time. Genuinely has been one of the more fun episodes.
Good.
Maybe that's because I'm tired. Maybe not. I don't know. Either way. Awesome. Thanks,
I
everyone.
got my Monster High lunch back.
Oh, that's cute. Alright. Goodbye, everybody.